Welcome to the world of Winternacht. First chapter, Book 2, Tale of Cybil's Spear, our actual play D&D 5e game. Silver, as always, I will be your storyteller this evening, and with me are our players, AJ, Conrad, Ernie, Dustin, and Jeff. Bear with us, maybe a few little tiny technical difficulties with some internet connections tonight, but we will get through it. So, if this is your first time here, no worries. We'll get you caught up. And if you have questions or confused about anything, feel free to get in the chat and somebody here will answer your questions. Hopefully they won't rely on me to do it, but somebody will. And we'll get you filled in and do what we can to bring you up to speed. But for the most part, this should be a good jumping off point. So we're glad you're here tonight. That being said, if you do want to check out book 1 of this story, it is available over on YouTube, and the link is in the About section of our Twitch channel. Also like to direct you to our Discord server to interact with those of us in the group, follow along with things going on, engage, and we're probably going to have some guest spots down the road, and it'd be a great opportunity for you to put your name in to do that and join us for adventure down the road. So, before we begin, I want to thank Smiteworks for Fantasy Grounds, our virtual tabletop of choice, Sirenscape for our amazing ambient sound effects and music. You're hearing a little bit of that music right now. And Wizards of the Coast for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, Discord, which we use for our audio and video, and I'm going to throw out an extra one to Kobold Press this week, because you may run into some Kobold Press material tonight. So, props to all those groups. We don't have any official affiliation with any of them. They aren't official sponsors or anything like that. We just use their products and therefore like them. But anyway, previously on the Tale of Cybil's Spear, 6 young adventurers were caught in a storm and shipwrecked en route to the free city of Sixbells. Thrown together by this disaster, they teamed up as they explored the Norborn Peninsula of Baral before taking in a night at the circus, during which they fell into a magical slumber and found themselves in the Dreamer's End Tavern. There, a being known only as the Dreamer kept them imprisoned as they fought to escape. But escape they did. Not without losing their friend Xanathe, who was stuck in the magical slumber. They did, however, make a new ally in the halfling rogue Vault, who joined with the survivors on their next mission, an escort job for a casino boss named Honoria. They ventured to the Granite Sound province of Baral and fought varied threats there, including a necromancer and a disciple of an entity called the Wither Mother. Battered and bruised, they returned to Sixbells, where they were forced to say goodbye to Vault before taking up residence in Honoria's new inn. A little over a week has passed since they returned, and we find the party in the Warrior King's arena during the Life Day festivities of Winternacht. Our tale resumes there tonight, as Honoria pats each of you on the back before you separate to head to your respective gates. All right, my good friends, do me proud out there. More importantly, make me rich. Got a lot riding on this match. Their manager goaded me into betting a little bit more than I would have liked. But, yeah, you're gonna make it all right, right?
Well, I can't imagine that we'd lose to anyone here after what we've been through.
Of course.
That's the spirit. I like it. I'm sure Callista's just blowing smoke. They're probably nothing to give you any sort of a challenge.
Right, they have like a group name though? I mean, that's a kind of like unifying thing, right?
What put you guys down on the card with Cybil's Spear? I mean, isn't that your group name? I was going to get the t-shirt made. Should I cancel it?
Oh, no.
All right. You guys each have your gates. I suppose you better get split up to your respective spots before they start calling out announcements. Just not to get a late jump on the battle. You may need the help. All right. You guys have each been assigned a separate gate to go through. There are 4 gates per team. This is the same in earlier rounds of this tournament. Conrad, you are on your own coming out gate number 1. Jofridir, you're on your own, coming out gate number 2. Alfred, gate number 3, and Kiesel and Zedri are in gate number 4 together. Salinas, as you exit gate number 1, what does the audience see?
The audience sees a satyr, long horns and brown hair, step confidently through the gate. He's wearing leather armor that's been dyed blue and green with silver accents. He's holding a kind of amulet mechanism, the chunk of raw opal in the middle that's glistening with light and power. And he smirks as he walks out ready to face whatever's going to come at him.
Fridir, as you exit gate number 2, what does the audience see?
Yeah, so Jofridir steps out, and he is a 6'3", blonde, about a little past the shoulder hair. He's got some braids going on. He's pretty chunky fellow, no armor, just some pretty simple clothes, but the most notable thing would be the pretty large great axe with very unique look to it, having one side being golden and the other side more dark.
Alfred, as you exit gate number 3, what does the audience see?
Stepping out, the audience would first see a large charcoal glove, sort of shining or blocking the sun from shining on Alfred's eyes. He'll step out, and on his shoulders, standing about 5'7", he stands with large golden pauldrons on his shoulders. A simple but very intricately worn vestige or vest goes down his torso, with lots of pockets and doodads and whatnot, all adorned. Some things dangling off and making a racket as he walks on. His legs have large golden as well, sort of fire-infused bracers. And as he stands, he wields in his right hand an ornate black and gold hammer with the symbol of Infernus on it.
All right, and last but not least, Kiesel and Zedri, as you exit gate number 4 out into the arena, coming in from the south side of the arena.
Kiesel, you want to go first?
We'll start with Tree.
Oh, okay.
What does the audience see?
You see this like messy mop of purple hair, 2 dark horns kind of like coming around and like close to his head, wrapped around his ears. He has bright eyes and lavender skin, and stands at an ultra specific 5'10" and a half. He unholsters his kind of ornately carved wooden staff, and he just starts like gripping it, like wringing his hands nervously on it. He has a small flannel cape, and it's just sat over like modest merchant garb, but he is smiling over to Kiesel as the two of them emerge.
And speaking of Kiesel, as you exit gate number 4, what does the audience behold?
So, standing at about an average 5 feet and 10 inches modestly, Kiesel will put his hand on Cedri's back, hair kind of pulled back into like a half up, half down, darker brown, wearing steel-plated armor, a little bit of an undershirt now, a little bit of extra padding, and a brooch can be visible holding his cape kind of more to one side, styled like a half cape, with the hard to miss long glaive kind of strapped to the back, which Kiesel will kind of grab and with one hand kind of start fidgeting around with the apparatus on the glaive. I think it's in the shape of a phoenix. And I'll kind of come up to Zedri. Now we've gone a little bit, so there shouldn't be any, big worry or anything. But unless there's a worry, we'll
No,
be fine.
no, it's gonna be perfectly fine. It's gonna be great.
We're gonna come home. We're gonna put a, down payment on maybe like a small business afterwards. See, you got to think about what you're gonna do at the end. It really calms everything down during, the present.
Cedric will nod, kind of stopping the wringing of his hands, and just hold his staff confidently.
All right, as you guys step out into the arena and take in the sight before you, that's the same arena that you had fought in earlier in the day, but some new competitors on the field. Share the map over to everybody. So Salinas, looking off to your left, you watch after you make your grand entrance, see a human and an elf exit out of the doors directly to your left. Would be your most immediate enemies. A sandy-haired, very buff, strong-looking woman with tattoos running down her arms and across her face. As she tosses her hair back out of her face, you catch she's actually missing an ear on her right side. She has seen some shit and is in battle. Next to her, this elf in darker clothing, a hood down, bow at his back, is prepping and checking the bowstrings as he prepares for battle as well. Kiesel and Zedri, down on your side, you see an individual step out, more diminutive than anybody in your party, as a clear dwarf steps out from door to your immediate right. I'm wearing appears to be hide armor and a very ornate hat, coming to a point, kind of a Mongol-style hat. As he steps out with a scimitar at his side and a little fiery friend on his shoulder. Looking out along the arena as a whole, see this is a fairly good-sized coliseum with rows and rows of seats up above the battlefield, going up a good 30 feet above the level you guys are competing at. And then in the arena itself, the outer edge is rock, within the interior part seems to have more of a dirt base to it. Some sort of solid structure is probably underneath it somewhere, but so far your incursions in here have just been, it's a nice dirt battlefield to soak up the blood and keep things a little bit easier to clean up. But setting out in front of you, different from before, is a series of different barricades that have been laid out on the battlefield to provide minimal cover. They will provide half cover if you are behind them against ranged attacks coming in. So the little wooden areas around the map will do that. Then in the center is a raised die, about 30 feet in diameter, raised up about 4 feet up off the ground, with stairs leading up to it from the east, west, north, and south. And then 4 statues situated at the northeast, southeast, the corners coming off of it. There seems to be a rock platform at the bottom of that as well. Aside from that, no sight of anything else on the battlefield except Cedri, Kiesel, Salinas. Yeah, all of you, give me perception checks.
Oh, we're rolling.
I think I see what they are. Does
Hey.
Salinas. Nice.
It's pretty decent perception.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Leverage that +1.
+2.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
Cedri somehow with his +5 is the only sub
That's
10
fine.
roll at the moment.
And I'm never rolling good on perception either.
Therefore, you're just here to hit things.
Right on the edge.
Nature, here we
That's a
go.
nature check.
Oh no!
I think we've lost him, Jim.
We got his forehead at the
Yeah.
moment.
It's my picture of Kiesel.
Hey, we can still hear him.
Huh?
So what do we see?
Oh, we're going to assume that his nature check was high enough once it's turned to a perception check. I do not believe he has a negative modifier in wisdom, so. Oh, he upped it anyway.
threw one.
So,
Nice.
okay. So everybody but Zedri. Zedri, you don't notice these, but the rest of you are all able to catch glimpses of. There are a couple chests on the board. One directly in front of Alfred on the other side of the barricade, and then another one on the opposite side of the battlefield. Why they're there, what they do, is a question mark at the moment. But as you take in your surroundings and get prepped for the upcoming battle, you hear a voice come booming from the interior of the arena, up above, out of sight. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Warrior King's Arena and the free City of Six Bells for our very special Life Day games. For those of you that have been with us throughout the day's events, thank you for your patronage. We started with 6 teams this morning, with Bell's Shells defeating Hunter's Gaze and the Flames of Ursilia defeating the Mighty Miners. In the second round, the Flames of Ursilia defeated Verona's Sons and Cybil's Spear defeated Bell's Shells. Which brings us to tonight, our championship match. We have a few tricks up our sleeves for this final match, but let's start with the rules for those uninformed. Rule number 1. Once you're unconscious, you're out. No revivals. Rule number 2. No attacking unconscious individuals. No unnecessary bloodshed, but we are all happy for necessary bloodshed. Rule number 3. Anyone who leaves the battlefield by choice for longer than 6 seconds is eliminated. And rule number 4. As always, last party with a combatant in the arena wins the day. And the prize of 1,500 gold pieces. Stand by for applause. All right. Now to introduce our champions for this final death match. After an amazing run through the early rounds, the Warriors of the Waste, the Fighters with Fire, the Flames of Ursilia, and to the west, their competition, the Bane of the Undead, the Liberators of Maidenthorn, Cybil's Spear. A little bit of crowd applause. You hear a little bit more for the Flames of Ursilia, but pretty safe. That's just because they've seen them twice today and only seen you once.
They paid off the crowd, it's obvious.
That could be that too. Tonight's main event has a few quirks for our competitors to shake things up a bit. You, the audience, will have the opportunity to direct what we throw at our competitors. When the time comes, we'll ask you which wheel of death to spin, and whatever comes up, punch at our fighters. It's sure to be killer. With that, roll for initiative.
Oh.
See.
Ooh, not leading off good here, Zedri.
We're gonna go lower and lower till we get to 1.
No.
Take it.
Nice, Lucas.
You know what? That's okay. I can see what everyone else is going to do, and then just hit whoever's closest.
Yeah, you got the hit points to tank for a round.
You're so
Exactly.
far.
Oh, it was 17 there for a second, but
I thought I might roll to a 1 there for a moment.
you guys didn't do great on the initiative rolls, but we'll make it work. So, top of the order will be one member of the opposing team, and Salinas, you will be on deck.
Okey-dokey.
Because that guy got a 25 on his initiative roll.
Wow.
Which is amazing.
Jeez.
Right.
And this is elf.
All right, so the elf Stepping out from across from you, Salinas, is the top of the order. Going to run out towards the wooden barricade. Give me a perception check, Salinas.
It's my specialty.
Say that.
Oh, well, not too bad.
You notice a little bit of casting coming off of his fingers as he preps his bow and takes aim on you. And ooh, those are some not great rolls, but 21 to hit as he fires the first arrow that seems to be... The arrow itself doesn't seem to be charged with anything, but definitely there was something coming off his fingers as he launched. That hits.
Does.
Right. Whole whopping 6 damage. But as it hits and impacts on you, vines shoot out from the outside of the arrow and immediately wrap you up into an ensnared position as you are now restrained for 1 round. We'll check that. Okay, and you can use an action to burst the bonds, or somebody can attack them to break them.
So is it just for 1 round, or is it until someone breaks them?
No, it's just for 1 round either way.
Okay.
So, all right, and he is going to fire again. It's got 2. Yes. Man, some awful rolls, but
I don't have that high of AC.
minimum damage as he hits you with just a straight arrow for 6 damage. And that'll conclude his turn, which means you are up, Salinas. It is a DC
Restrained.
10.
Restrained means that I can still cast spells, right?
Correct. I think you can't attack with weapons, but I believe you can cast spells.
So, Salinas is caught a little bit off guard, but he will still
Just switch some battle music, you think? Let's do that.
he will still kind of mutter something under his breath and watch his amulet flash with light, and next to where Archer is, a small ball of energy will gather and then burst forth. He casts Radiant Sphere.
Alright. That. Okay, that's on the save. Spear emerges and just like flame kisses off the radiant, just kind of like burns the side of his face as he like turns away and just dodges out of the way to not take the brunt of it, but still taking 8 damage.
With a smirk, Salinas will walk his finger again, and ball will wheel around and try to hit him again.
Okay.
My bonus action.
Alright. Okay, success. Roll for the half damage. Bad. He kind of refocuses his attention to getting ready to shoot again, before it just like smacks into him again, thinking it was a one-time deal, and starting to get a little beat up there. Anything else on your turn?
I can't move, so that's my action and bonus action.
All right, and you are unlucky that the 2 people with the highest initiative are both the people on your end. So
Great, love that.
You're just going to need to rush in to save real fast. All right. So the chiseled fighter that you saw step out starts flexing her muscles and just kind of like popping her neck a little bit before she just starts off on a trot during your direction, or in your direction here. And charging over towards you, but stop short of doing anything to actually attack you. Which that'll complete her turn and send us over to Alfred.
Oh boy. Alfred will step more out into the sunlight, the heat getting to him a little. He'll squint his eyes and run his hand through his hair. Running over slightly. He'll run to the top north side of this barricade, and hopefully, where's the arrow? I think I'm within 30 of Yoford. No, that's. Instead of, he'll move 1 to the left, and he'll be just slightly to the left of the barricade. And then afterwards, he'll crouch down, take something out of his pack, a familiar large rectangular device, sit down, and insert a cylinder into it, turn his back towards Yofordir, back towards you even, and he'll shoot a familiar rocket towards him, and as it careens out towards him, it'll unlatch and expand out on towards Yofordir, to which Yofordir will increase in size.
Love it.
So standing around Yofordir is this large mecha contraption, sort of enlarging his arms.
Is there anything anything that needs to drag off of your sheet for that?
Oh yes, sorry.
You want to drag that
It's
over here?
been a minute. Been a while.
Not a problem.
Why is it rolling on him?
You made him make a con save.
I happily fail. Oh, because it's enlarge, reduce, and to reduce somebody, sometimes they don't want it.
Gotcha.
Generally for the reduce, if you want to shrink someone down.
Oh.
Buff them.
Let's see.
That do it? There.
Oh, there we go.
I think so.
Oh, did you want him tiny?
No,
think
I
you
want
dragged
him
him.
large.
Drag the wrong
dragged
one
the
on.
reduced.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Now he's just
Okay.
normal size.
I swear they changed it.
There we
There's
go.
like
We're
there's
good.
like 6 buttons now for it.
The enlarge is on there. We're good.
Yeah, so Alfred will sit down. He'll shoot off towards Yofordir, yell out towards him. Yofordir, looks like Sleeves is in trouble. I need you over there. And afterwards he'll no, I guess that's it. He'll just sit down and watch towards Zedri and Kiesel and see what their move is. That'll be the end of Alfred's turn.
Okay. bring us back to the other side with the guy with the fancy hat down by Cedri and Kiesel. And then there'll be one other opponent before Yoferdir. You'll be on deck after that. So. Run over, slide behind the set of wooden barricades here, and then pop up with sending a firebolt off at Kiesel. $12 miss. It's his turn. The one on the opposite side from Yoferdir.
What does this person
it's
look
close.
like?
So this one you haven't really caught a view of until just now. Alfred, I'd say you'd have a pretty good sight on her, as well as Cedri and Kiesel. She's got flowing blonde hair, kind of pulled, like, it looks like it's pulled back, but there's nothing holding it back. It just kind of flows back behind her, and it just changes colors as it goes back. Bright blue eyes, wearing a spear in one hand, shield in the other, and then wearing just some pretty simple light, possibly hide armor or light armor. Definitely not heavy armor. And it's got a big smirk on her face as she comes running over.
What race is she?
Human.
Human. Human. Thanks.
It's gonna launch a firebolt at Kiesel as well. Better luck? No. 12s all around for the casters, so.
Huh.
Alright, Yoferdir. You're up.
So a little bit of a predicament. I can't get to that enemy with just 40 feet.
No.
Yeah, they had the same problem.
Yeah.
Does enlarge increase the movement speed?
I don't think so.
No, just advantage on strength checks, strength saves, and an extra 1d4 of damage
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
on bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
First of all, I will rage. That's my bonus action. And then
Excellent.
I'll move 40 feet. And then I'll action dash and let it right in her face.
Alright.
And yeah, I think I'll be set.
Seems like just a good match for you, Yoferdir, as you get up to this. The fact that you're twice her size now.
Yeah, I'm just looking down, trying to got a nasty grin on my face. I'm like, hey, what's up? Let's fight.
Alright, Kiesel, down at the bottom of the map. Facing
I
off
want
against
to-
the fancy-hatted dwarf.
I want to turn to Zedri and be like, I think it would be in our best interest if we could get as close to each other as possible, just to kind of move as like a wall. And I'll kind of take a look and I'll start making my way in that direction. I don't know if I can get to anybody just yet.
Hold up. More importantly, Silver. Can I have some battle music?
Should be playing.
I think it's still on the previous one.
Yeah, it's all the same one.
I got some like.
It's playing on my end, just not on your guys'.
Ah,
How dare they?
Let me stop it and
No.
restart it. It's been a little bit funky tonight, so.
So Kiesel's gonna run up to that barricade about 30 feet away, kind of slide into place, and I'm gonna pull out a javelin and chuck it at this other guy. I think he would have had cover.
Guy with the funny hat.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, I distracted Silver.
Guy with the funny hat.
18, that hits.
Nice. Does he hit?
6 damage is just that javelin just stabs into his right shoulder. Spins him a little bit. Promptly takes it, rips it out, and drops it on the ground.
I'll just mutter to myself, if you just didn't have a stupid hat, I probably would have missed.
During we get to your... Actually, if you want to go ahead and roll a perception check.
Me?
Yeah. Kiesel, do you got anything else on your turn?
No, that'll be it. That's all I can kind of do right now.
Okay.
Can you throw a second javelin?
Javelins are expensive,
Yeah.
bro.
True.
Yeah, I don't know if we settled that I could bonus action throw it.
No, it'd be
Two
your second
attacks.
attack.
Your second attack.
Oh yeah, I have that. Well then, anyway, I'm just gonna start chucking again.
I started
Come
cocking.
in blasted.
Thanks, Jeff, for voting. Oh, definitely hits. Thought you had your target pegged a little bit better that time, but it just didn't hit as clean as you had hoped. Does a little bit less damage, but he's definitely feeling the brunt of those javelins sticking through him.
11 damage. You know, I'll settle that for being 100 feet away from him.
All right. Zed, did you roll that perception check?
No, I did. There we go. Well, there's a decent roll.
Nice.
All right. So you catch sight of being able to pick out what his little flamey friend on his shoulder is. And it's a little toad that's on fire.
Oh, shoot. Okay. I think I know what we're dealing with here.
Not a glow frog, it's a toad.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Audience, last chance for vote on which wheel to spin. Closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeff picked what he wants to get killed by, so
Let's do it.
all right. Roll me a d6, Jeff.
Right.
Okay. And roll me a d8.
That's like an intellect hour, right?
Yes.
You rolled well.
Oh, it's just another wither.
Oh.
Except it's
And
a
the
minotaur.
door behind the woman with the blonde, multicolored hair opens up. Portcullis comes up, and an Ankeg comes crawling out.
Oh yeah, they didn't have that.
All right, folks, we have our first new entrant to the battle. Welcome our fuzzy little cockroach, ugly ass thing over here in the corner. Good luck. And Zedra, you're up.
All right. Seeing that, Zedri's mouth is just agape at this point. But he had promised to stay nearby Kiesel, so he is going to go ahead and move. As he does so, he's going to go ahead and like snap his fingers and toss out like a small, just like spurt of flame that kind of catches and then it increases. And he is going to go ahead and summon his wildfire spirit. As a falcon kind of like spins out of the flames and lands on his shoulders next to Kiesel. So I'm of the persuasion that we probably try to avoid something like that. Should we try to get further away?
You know, if that thing can clean up as many of them on that side, I'm not going to be too opposed to try to stop it.
Okay. Are you completely stuck with staying near these? And he'll kind of gesture towards the wooden barriers.
I'm not married to it. No, not particularly.
All right. He's gonna hook arms with Kiesel, and that'll be Zedri's turn. But he is going to use his bonus action to command his wildfire spirit to teleport them. So that'll be 15 feet to this side to gain a little distance and also put them closer to Alfred. As long as Kiesel's willing. If he's not, he's getting flamed.
Kiesel's totally willing.
Okay, so you're jumping with him to that point.
Yes.
I'm gonna stay. Let's see, you guys were like that. And wildfire spirits in between you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Be like catty corner above me, beside Kiesel.
Above you. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. You should be able to run him going forward. So.
Nice. Well, that's my turn. That's his turn. So.
All right. Well, the Ankeg rolled low on the initiative order, which actually works in his favor that he's on the battlefield now. And he is going to just rear back and just the spout of acid comes shooting out of its mouth towards the woman over there. She has no idea there's anything behind her until this thing jumps out, and just in time, she's like going and attempting to dodge. And fail.
Oh no.
That's pretty,
how he
That's
dies.
damage.
that's a pretty low roll for 3d6.
Yeah. The three lowest numbers that could have rolled. All right. And then it is going to just charge up on her. And that's the end of its turn, which brings us to the last competitor in the field, the lovely catfolk, who rolled crap on initiative and is coming up with a lovely 4. And he's just going to dash and get into a flanking position
Why is my drawing?
on that thing. So that will put us with attack up top of the order to the elf, who now has a bunch of other targets to shoot at. So, Yofredir, you're in front.
Yeah. That's the point.
Goes and just readies his bow and pops out a shot at you. $14, not good enough.
Wow.
As the
Yeah.
arrow
it's like
shoots
arrows
past you, even though you're this massive target. Shoots past you, shoots past Salinas, and Salinas, you watch it impact the wall of the door frame of the door you just came through, and you watch as the vines come shooting out the side of the arrow and just wrap around the side of the door frame to no effect. And he is going to fire again. Oh, knife. Okay. $26 to hit this time. Remember to bother to roll advantage on this one, but not using the fancy arrows this time. So that deals 1d8 plus 5 for 11, and 2d6 of sneak attack that I forgot to roll.
Ah.
Salinas, you got off easy.
Oof.
I did.
So an extra 3. Alright. That is it for him. So Salinas, you are up
So-
and you are no longer restrained.
So at the end of his turn, if he's standing next to my sphere, he takes another tick of damage. Oh, I will go ahead and roll his save.
And he's
Like he's just
Decent
going to keep
saves.
passing.
It's okay. It still adds up. Ooh, damn. Good roll.
Really good roll, yeah.
He is hurting. Alright, what do you got for your turn?
I'm going to go ahead and back up a little bit.
Okay.
And then fire two
Sensing Eldritch
Fire-
Blasts are coming.
two Eldritch Blasts at this archer over there.
Alright. He done pissed you off.
If I can take out a target, that's one less person.
Yep.
Hit.
But he definitely hits.
Oof. Dang it, minimum damage.
It's still 6. It's good. With the second.
Dang. One misses.
Yeah, you got him reeling a little bit, like spears burning him on one side. He's trying to lean away, and he basically leans into that first Eldritch Blast and then spins back the other direction to, for his case, fortunately dodged the second one. Bonus action?
Linus is going to grimace and use his bonus action to. So again, he kind of wraps his hand around in the sphere that's been kind of like shifting next to him and crackling. This radiant fire is going to reel back and try and engulf him in flame again.
All right.
Bonus action to slam it into him.
We'll see if he can save for the 4th time.
Yeah, he should have run away.
He's got to run out of luck eventually.
No,
Yeah,
You jinxed it.
not
not
right
this
now.
time.
I don't think I will.
Another
Fine, I'll
solid
just-
damage roll, though. Holy crap.
If I would have hit him with that
Jesus.
second blast.
It's actually like ripping off his coat and dropping it on the ground because everything's just like starting to melt. The leather, kind of faux leather he's got is like starting to shrink on his arms. So he's just like, get it off, get it off. All right, that'll put us to Jofredir's new girlfriend. Gonna go after Jofredir. You're right there. I mean, just seems to make sense. It's kind of hard to miss you with you being giant and all.
Yeah, a little hard.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any fancy axes like some people, so. Second attack, 17 to hit. She's holding her shield, just trying to keep this massive body at bay. She's like slamming into you with this war pick, which is mostly going for the knees at this point. So
Yeah, this is like poking holes all over, basically.
putting holes in your thigh and stuff. You may need some knee replacement surgery afterwards, but
That was bound to come anyways. In my line of work.
All right. She does not have any bonus action, so she's done. Alfred, you got friends coming to you from the one side and friends engaged in battle on the other side.
Yeah, Alfred is kind of far from everything, so on the one hand, he's going to take a moment and run back towards some of his friends. He'll come about 15 feet. He'll just stop at the end of this wooden barricade. From out of his pack, he'll put a guard on his arm and attach a long extension onto it, from which he'll then sort of get back into a kneeling position behind this barricade and take a shot at the funny man that Kiesel was engaged with, the funny hat man.
Okay, go for your girlfriend and the guy that Kiesel's engaged with. So
Things have been moving very quick.
Congratulations, Kiesel. I'll be sure to buy you a gift after.
Oh, we'll be looking forward to seeing you and your girlfriend.
It's been a productive 7 days.
It's my second one.
Oh, darn. Alfred will hastily get up to the barricade, sit down, and sort of get distracted, I guess, a little by Zedri and Kiesel popping into existence. The wayward shot going a little far. After that, I think Alfred will just sit tight. That'll be the end of his turn.
I'll bring up Funny Hat Man.
Funny hat man.
New official name. He refocuses his attention on turning around and pointing at the ink egg because looking a little bit more serious at the moment.
Yeah, I couldn't even hit him.
15 hits.
Ooh.
8 plus 6. Scorching Rate's got 3, I believe. Yes.
3.
Pack number 2 on that. Critical.
Ooh,
There
nice.
it is.
Dang, boy.
Oh.
Yeah, so way that we run critical is that you roll max damage on the first set of dice, then
It's very
roll
nasty.
the normal on the second set. Ooh,
2 Scorching Rays pops off and destroys this thing in the 3rd Scorching Ray. I'm just going to say they have to stick on the same. Since he was aiming at him, going with the results, he'll just launch the 3rd one into the dead body. Eliminate this thing. And we move back, and that'll be his turn, which will bring up his blonde compatriot. And
Oh man, they're zooming.
okay.
Dar.
Gonna go. I think she's. Oh. All right, there we go. All right, Alfred, you being the closest to being out of cover. She can see you. Alfred, give me an intelligence save,
Oh, okay.
which is your game.
That's fortunate.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I hate.
Oh!
Wrong for that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
Unfortunate.
Didn't mean to jinx it.
That
Alright,
+7 is not doing anything.
You're there. You launched off your attempt at hitting the funny hat man. You're kind of, hey, there's this chest here. Do I mess with it or not? My friends are behind me. There's a lot of shit going on in this battlefield. And you just feel something start seeping into your mind. And it just hurts as it dries deeper and deeper and deeper into your mind. As I'm rolling a lot of dice.
At the mind's
Ooh, holy mackerel.
Take a psychic lance to the head.
Oh God, Alfred is reeling back. He is nearly like on his ass. He grabs like some of the pieces of wood like next to him to balance off. Holy shit.
It's just like making you shake, and to the point that you're incapacitated as well.
Completely.
You are under the incapacitated condition.
What does that mean?
If I can find my book relatively quick.
I gotcha. Can't take actions or reactions.
Okay.
It's a dirty one.
It is. It is a 4th level spell.
Does he still have movement?
Those movements, those
It
bonus
just
actions.
can't have actions and reactions, and yes, he would still have bonus actions and movement. And it's just incapacitated till the start of the caster's next turn.
Okay.
Alright. That is... Do it for her. Yoferdir. Giant Yoferdir.
Y'all know what time it is.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna bring his axe up and he's gonna go ahead and take his first swing at her. It's a pretty good roll. Alright.
That'll hit.
It's no low damage though. I'll swing a second time at her. Still pretty low damage. And
Be kind of rolling with it pretty good.
I'm gonna action surge.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice. Oh, so good.
So like as I'm taking my second swing, as I come up, it's almost like a freeze frame. I'm just gonna like crack my neck and I'm gonna bring it back down. Good
Yeah.
hits. Good hits. Better
That
damage.
stops.
Alright,
There
alright.
you go.
Oh, it's just one attack though, huh?
Still,
Or is
it gives you another 2. Gives you
Yeah.
another 2.
You get to take the
A
action
nice
again.
crit.
So
Sweet.
there you go.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
Mila.
what we're looking for.
Oh no, Mila turns to the camera and says, "You guys must wonder how I got here."
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and with that last hit, that's his turn.
That's
Alright,
29
Kiesel.
damage.
Kiesel's gonna kind of take in what's happened. Alfred getting hit, and then you're like, I'll look over to that giant like thunder crash in the corner. I want to make my way to the chest since Alfred is like, is it locked? Or would I have to open it? Oh no.
You opening it?
Yeah, if it's not locked, I'd like to kick it open real quick.
Alright. Give me D10. Okay. Roll me a D20.
Hmm. A lot of ominous rolls there.
Alfred just got shot in the head, and Kisel's like, ooh, shinies.
3. You open up the chest, and there is 1 potion of healing inside.
Gonna be a scroll of lesser restoration.
Yeah, Kisel's he's gonna pocket that real quick. I'll kind of turn to Zedri. If we can get maybe closer to the center and get some more cover, I don't want to get hit with whatever the fuck he just got hit with. And I will make my way here.
Yourself a little cover over there. All right. Anything else?
Would going through the chest have used up my action? Or would that be like a bonus
Between
action?
the opening the chest and taking the item out, yes.
Okay. Then in that case, I'll kind of stay put. I'm keeping my eye on the blonde chick, but also kind of Zedri to see if there's going to be any movement. I'll be my turn.
And we're to the wheel. Our vote was for a trap.
Wheel of danger. Yay!
Trap? Are we doing a trap this time?
We're doing a trap this time. So, AJ, you voted.
Yeah.
Jeff got to pick last time. Or got to roll last time. Roll me a D8.
A D8? Okay. Middle of the road, 4.
Now we get to do shenanigans. This is the stuff that took me a lot of time.
Oh.
Malicious DM laughing.
And I was like, not the shenanigans.
Did you see that? Did you see that? That's terrifying.
It was very frightening.
Oh, it didn't work as nicely as I would have liked, so we're gonna...
Roll a 4, so it's all traps at once.
Fire shoots out across the entire arena and all of these cones. If you are in any cone, which thankfully you guys are not.
It's only the enemy again. Oh, those poor fellows.
Just the elf and the fancy hat man and the corpse of the Ankeg are potentially getting roasted here.
They are not having a good time.
No. That guy he likes to succeed on saves over there.
I don't know. He's in pretty rough shape though.
It's true.
Cedric's
Can't
watching the
succeed
fancy
against
hat
death.
man. Just like.
Yeah,
perched
he's
over
toasty.
He's down. Escaping that was not enough. You were still taking half damage. And Fancy Hat Man. Ooh, and that one.
Ooh.
Not as bad, but his hat, it's got a nice little flame flickering on the top of it, like a little candle walking around with him. And the wheel claims another one. Our first combatant is out of the battle. Say goodbye, Ajax. Sentry.
All right. Well, after seeing that happen, Zedri is quite surprised. Does that torch the barriers?
They all have a little bit of singe to them, and there's a couple flames up in places, but it didn't destroy them.
Okay. Well, Zedri is going to go ahead and kind of like wave the staff as like 4 spurts of fire form. The 4th one, kind of in a slightly different coloration, as it kind of resonates with his spirit. And he's going to go ahead and cast Scorching Ray. I'm going to upcast it so that I get 4. So I'll go ahead and cast 2. The first 2 will aim towards Hat Man. And that is a nat 20. So the good news is I actually get to also roll a d8 because of my wildfire spirit. So would that double as well?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I did.
brilliant.
He doubled on the Ankeg, so
Okay.
you would double as well.
So So there's that. And then it would also be an
Nice.
additional 9 fire damage.
Okay.
9.
Since he doesn't seem to be resistant to fire. Zedri noted that. Zedri is going to kill this man.
On the warpath.
19, man.
Okay. So those are the first 2.
A little
over
more
to him.
reasonable that time.
Yeah. But the other 2 are going to go towards the other individual who had
They're gonna
flowy
all be
hair.
upcast to get the floor.
And then,
Did I hear that right?
oh,
Is that
sorry.
true?
What's up?
Do upcast to go to 4 targets?
Yeah, 3rd level spell slot.
Awesome.
This is gonna. Don't consider that. I accidentally picked up the wrong thing. That should be the 4th. Oh, both of them miss. That's fine. Sidri feels content with what he was able to do, and because Kiesel requested that he move, he would normally do so, but he does catch sight of Alfred kind of right there. So instead, he's going to kind of stand. Can I stand in the same space as the treasure chest?
No.
Okay. Then he'll go ahead and stand beside that. And he's going to intersperse his wildfire spirit kind of between the 2 of them. So move that up slightly. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. It's out of range. So he'll have the wildfire spirit holds to fire off flame seed. Yeah, whenever the elven individual comes into range. Or human? She's human?
Human.
Okay.
The Elven's down.
Okay. But she has the magic hair. So whenever magic hair comes in, rather than magic cat.
Magic hair. Zedger, you hear a voice. Gonna have to do a little bit better than that.
Can I tell where it's coming from?
It's in your head.
Okay. Zitcher kind of stumbles into the barrier a little bit right next to Alfred, who's struggling as well.
For your turn.
The wheels on the struggle bus go round and round.
Yeah, that's
Alright, we'll go over to Mr. Catfolk over here. Was fortunate enough to not get scorched. Keeps his pretty fur. Dash up on you, Sentry. That uses up his turn, which the face spirit's not here. So we go to the top of the order, round 3. Salinas, you are now the top of the order as the elven individual has been removed.
Nice.
Leaving behind a nice blood splatter. You guys notice a couple clerics come out and just drag them back out through the gate.
Okay, bonus action. We'll move my wing sphere 3 feet closer
Okay.
to Mila.
I suppose I left the ID on, so you guys know what their names are. We don't have to call him Funny Hat Man.
That's more fun. though.
And do I have Zealford blocking my line of shot on her?
Yes, with him being enormous, yes.
He's
If I took
large.
1 step over to the right, could I get line of sight on him? On
I would say
Mila?
still you would not. Between the combination of the barrier and Jofredir, you'd have to get on the other side of the barrier to be able to get line on her. Or go all the way back over to the wall on the left. Or one short of... No, over to the wall, right by that statue.
Okay, I'll come up and go
Here? Or back one?
down.
Right there?
Like here. Kind of his hoofs digging into the soft dirt of the arena. He wheels around the barrier and whips around as he to fire off Eldritch Blasts. This warrior.
Right. She is severely battered as she's powering her way through it. But definitely lagging.
Oh, it was almost.
Oh, it was right there.
Almost a 20.
No more crits tonight.
Selena will just shout, "Finish it off, Yofred dear, and come join us over here."
Yeah, you already see him raising up his ass for the next swing.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. All right, that'll bring up Mila the Barbarian. All right. Throwing caution to the wind. Just gonna go crazy on Yofrid here. She's gonna attack recklessly. Hits. Damage, but it hits. So. Just looking for that crit. Nope. Close, but no cigar.
Almost.
Aw.
Another freaking 2. It's not her day. They fought 2 battles, folks. They're tired. Right, and go. She's gonna run. So, Yofredir, you have an opportunity attack if you want it.
Yeah.
Take her
She's
heels
going
out.
with it's better to take 1 attack from you than 2. So,
Go for the Achilles.
Well, I don't always catch her. Maybe. Yeah, I can
I think
catch
she
her.
could keep pace with you pretty good.
Yeah, both out 40 feet.
All
Oh,
right,
fun.
Alfred. No action, no reaction, but you have bonus action and move. Just dazed at this point.
Yeah, Alfred, dazed and confused, will sort of back up and stumble around the barricade a little to get a slight bit of distance from this individual that's meandering up. And then he'll lazily just like shift his arm into a semi-horizontal position and let go one shot, just hoping to hit something.
Yeah, your cannon is basically pulling your arm up for you.
The cannon shoots off and Alfred lands on his ass, kind of coughs a little. He's able to get himself back up afterwards, but he's just so beat up. He can't think straight. He can't even see straight. But that's where Alfred is right now.
All right. Bring up Deerin, the funny hat man.
regains his sight, looks across the battlefield, and narrows his eyes.
Puts his hands together in kind of a prayer type look, but then just like starts twisting them. Looks up, throws his arms down, and Zedri, Kiesel, Alfred, give me a dex save
Oh,
as a fireball drops from the sky.
Curses. Oh, this is a dex save.
Fireball.
Nice
for
start.
me.
Ooh, all right.
Alfred will use a flash of genius, and from his pack, he'll.
Mhm. You don't have reactions, though.
Zedri is going.
Wait.
Oh.
If I get my reaction, I'm not incapacitated anymore because it's the start of the caster's turn.
Nope, that's the next person.
Oh,
It wasn't this
shit.
person that did that to you. It was Ursilia.
Zed-
So you still have
Okay.
one more turn before you get your reaction.
Okay, Alfred is dazed and confused.
Zedri is going to have his Firebird kind of like move in as it like glows with a symbol of Infernus, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my Piety Favor.
Ooh.
Okay.
So hopefully with that boost.
3. Yep, that gets you into a save. So Alfred is the only fail on the save.
You got resistance, you're fine.
We're still taking half damage. So Alpha takes a quarter. Holy shit!
Ooh. It is the fireball after all, folks.
Let the flames of Infernus bathe you.
Kiesel, did it do the half? No,
Looked
looks
like
like
it.
it put the full on there. Okay, so you'll have 17 back.
Because you didn't drag it as a fireball dex save, so it didn't roll it automatically and didn't go through as
Yep,
that.
it doesn't. You guys don't get to make the saves if I drag it. So
Yeah.
okay, and Zedri's I knew wasn't going to work nicely, so I'm going to drag his to 5.
Okay.
Entry gets a quarter.
Oh yeah, I have resistance too.
Yeah,
And I really need to get a ring.
Take 7 damage.
Who the hell cares about fireballs? Well, and technically, Alfred only took 15, so Kiesel took more than anybody. He took 16 for his half. Yeah.
I still have 63 HP. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine.
63,
Alright,
that's
it for
my
his
maximum.
turn. All right, and Ursilia's turn comes up. So yes, Alfred, you now have your reactions and your actions back.
Oh, wonderful. Good timing. Not sure what woke me up more, them getting their turn back or getting blasted in the face.
Similar to what Diren just did. Ursilia just goes and pulls her hands up, does some motions. Zedri, give me a perception check.
Okay. Ooh.
Nice roll. Nice roll. See for a moment, just a brief moment, as your kind of eyes are on Diren watching after the fireball, you see pass and see Ursilia doing these motions, and then you just watch for a second as Starfield eyes pop up before going back to blue. And I need intel saves from the 3 of you.
One more for the road.
This is a straight roll.
14, 16.
How can I say that?
Any reaction?
I'm
I was trying to, no, actually, I don't think I can think of anything right now.
Alfred saves, right on the save. The other two are failures. It's just your minds are just filled with static whispers and static sounds. Just that a really, really piercing white noise with a screech in the back just lays into your brain, taking away your attention from everything else. And start with Kiesel.
Goodness.
Come on. Being angry with me. And you, Alfred was the only save, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take 29 psychic damage. This is where Yofredir's supposed to be in the range of the psychic stuff, but he's hanging out over there. So, oh, crap roll on Zedri.
Thank goodness.
Zedri's the one with the staff. He can undo all
And he's
this.
got the weakest hit points too, but it's still 22 psychic damage, and then a half on Alfred.
Ooh.
Oh
nice.
man, and you got the luckiest
Nice.
roll out of it to begin with.
I need.
And 9 psychic damage there. And let me double check. Okay, those that failed, so Alfred, this doesn't apply to you. You have muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During that time, you roll a d6 and subtract the number rolled from all attack rolls and ability checks, as well as con saves to maintain concentration. At the end of each of your turns, you can make an intelligence save to attempt to break it. But otherwise, it'll go for a minute. On Kiesel and Zedri.
Cool.
Alright. And she'll move around the barricade and kick it to Yofredir.
Alright.
Are you chasing your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'm gonna chase her down. I still have 5 more feet of movement left after that. And after I come running up behind her, I'm gonna swing at her.
Aw, in the back?
Yeah, well, she turned her back to me. That's her fault.
Or a nice pat on the
This
back.
is what I do to women that turn my back on me? Oh, it's rough times up in
That was a
Torso.
nice damage roll. Alright, and then...
How's that go?
I'd probably just like... Yeah, it'd be like right up in the shoulder. I'd kind of just... I'd almost like throw the axe out of my hands, but it'd really just slide out of my hands a little bit as to get that extra range, and it's just
Choke
gonna
down
snap
in
in
the
the back, and she'll just face first in the ground. And then I'll use my last 5 feet to... oh, what's that? Trying
Where you wanting to
draw
go?
something. Just 5 feet down. It's like trying to draw a box.
You can go here because you're on top of the barrier.
that'll
So,
work.
okay.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Right. And Kiesel, last before the wheel.
So Kiesel's going to kind of wipe his face, see if he's like bleeding by his nose from this like massive like migraine attack. I want to focus deep and do some like really hard yogic kind of breathing, like just kind of get that like guttural, and I want to invoke one of my fighting spirits.
Okay. Drag your temp points and click the effect. Actually, I think you just click the effects on both of them.
Thanks.
So I'm gonna roll up like a fruit. Roll up 10 feet. And I do want to start wailing on this enemy, but I'm gonna roll the d6 first, and then all the rolls I'll put a -6, or I'll put
Yep.
like a negative whatever
Yep.
on the modifier.
Smart way to handle it.
Oh, that's not the end of the world.
Yeah, you got this.
We're using the glaive.
Double fives. An advantage.
We're gonna hit it again.
Okay. Cat-like reflexes dancing around. Attack.
That's fine.
weird. Well, he was until that second one.
I really don't like using it so early, but I've not used it the last couple times, so I'm also going to burn through an action surge and just try to deal with this threat immediately, while also trying to push through the step.
Make sure you put in that -3 each time because it doesn't stay. You still would have hit with that second attack, but. Oh, wow!
Oh, it's going to be a
Whoa!
waste of an action surge. Oh, no.
Those roll advantage rolls.
Oh, there it is.
But
That makes sense.
then it balances.
There it is. Wait, would that not be a crit? Would that be a 17? Oh, it's a goofy.
It's still a nat 20 roll, so
It's just a 24.
yeah, just moves it to a 24.
So, yeah, running up to her, I'm gonna swing the glaive from the top up, which misses, slash to the side on that first hit, swing back around, kind of like trying to slice through. That misses, and then on the crit, I'm going to raise the glaive up again and come down as hard as I can to that. And then I still have a bonus. Wait, now do I? No, I think fighting spirits is
Fighting
my bonus
spirits
action.
bonus action. Yeah.
Yep, that shows.
Yeah. I did not do as much damage as I was nearly gambling on.
Damage
And
is
then I'll make my
damage.
instant. Yeah,
Suppose I could just say things to chat. I don't really probably need to type it over there, do I? That's it for Kiesel, which means we're at the wheel. So, those of you that have just popped into chat, we are voting on which Wheel of Death gets spun for something else entering the battlefield. And the choices this time are the Magic Wheel or the Beast Wheel. Either a beast will be released into the battlefield or some sort of magical effect will go on. So, quickly looking for a vote. Give yet. Oh, okay. I see a magic vote from Gold Lotus. And I believe, Conrad, you also voted for magic to keep it exciting.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go with the magic table this time. And Conrad, roll me a d8.
4.
Okay.
I'll middle of the road.
Oh.
Ooh.
Anybody in these?
Go for your, I think, might get
Barely
caught right in
touches
the
me,
edge.
Yeah, barely touches me.
Not the right person. Bubble of magical energy erupts, and Yofredir, you are inside of this. You are now deafened and cannot emit any sound, as these are circles of silence.
Oh, okay.
You can't yell your rage at anybody in there.
There's no one
Which
to
you're
hear.
unfortunately probably going to lose your rage this turn. I don't know if you can get to anybody to hit anybody this time.
Yeah, not this turn. Put us
All right.
that some more.
That is the wheel for this time. We will move on to Zedri.
Yeah, Zedri's kind of sat there with like his hands on his head, like rubbing at his temples, and he won't even look to anybody else. He's just gonna say out loud, "Do you need me to like help everybody here, or do you want me to support elsewhere?" And he'll kind of like point over towards the other two in the distance.
Can I give Zedri a thumbs up?
Focus
I
on
would say
what's in
you're
front of
probably
you.
out of range to hear with the crowd, but
I got
Cecil and Alfred could.
the two in the back. Don't worry.
Okay. And also, Ursilia technically stepped into the very edge of my Firebird's range.
Okay.
So if it could fire off, it's just a small bit of flame kind of moves towards her. I don't know why it rolled. Oh, because the Wildfire Spirit's range.
Oh, because he's engaged in melee.
Well,
now. Yep.
guess what? It's still a 23 to hit.
It was still a
that
damn
it
good
is.
roll.
Alrighty. And with that,
Ember.
Zedri is going to kind of like think between all the things that he could do with the person in front of him, and he's gonna like hold up
This
his.
person's shield up against you and swinging a flail in the right hand.
He's about to like strike her, and then just kind of like pulls back his staff, and it fires off like a Roman candle. And he's gonna go ahead and consume 5 charges to go ahead and use Mass Cure Wounds. So that means
Nice.
Kiesel will go ahead and heal. That means
Nice.
Alfred will go ahead and heal.
Oh, bless.
I'm sorry.
That was nice.
And that
but
means
still.
Zedri will go ahead and heal.
Damn! Save the most for yourself. Jeez.
Hey.
Nice.
But yeah, he's just gonna be like, cool, all right. And he'll go ahead and mentally command his Firebird to go ahead and teleport. He's gonna have it move up near Kiesel. So once his turn's over, it's gonna try to shift over there, and I need both myself and Brogan to make dex saves.
Are you not going with it?
Nope. He is not. He's just going to try to hold down the fort.
Who needs a dex save?
Wait, I forgot, because I hit Brogan with a crit, my Polearm Master feat also applies. Or no, not Polearm Master, I'm sorry, Slasher?
Slasher.
I just want to know if that incurs, it's just disadvantage on attack rolls, never mind. And their speed's reduced. Sorry, I just remembered that.
Speed reduced by 10.
Zedri and Brogan both pass, so the flames don't do much. But it does kind of help, like, the flames kind of bathe away, and he is going to attempt to make an intelligence save to break out of this muddled thoughts. That's not an action, is it? It's just at the end of your turn?
Pull that up. I just put it away. Okay. Target can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of its turn.
Okay.
So yes, it is not an action or bonus action or anything, just the end of your turn.
Brilliant. Yep, that's a 2 on the die.
That would be a fail.
Yeah, Zedri's still gonna sit there, just like shaking his head. Like at this point, he's just slapping his face to try to stay focused. But that'll be the end of his turn.
All right. I'll bring up Brogan, the male catfolk in front of you that you guys keep on referring to as her.
Oh, it's the long hair. I understand.
Yeah, you know,
Been
it's got the
there.
bangs going on. So, all right.
I think with a name like Brogan, we could have gotten it.
I need a wisdom save from Zedri and Kiesel.
Oh.
Of course. You know.
Zedri, that is just barely a success.
Fuck.
So no effect on you. But Kiesel, for the first time since Kanga, way back when, you're scared shitless of a cat folk. And you are now under the frightened condition. Okay, is disadvantage on attacks for a round? Or is that it? What's the
Just
spec on
definitely.
your slasher?
Oh no!
Speed's reduced and then disadvantage on attack.
For 1 round.
Yeah.
Is that what it said? Yeah, 1 round. Okay.
Until the start of my next turn.
Yep. So he is gonna go after Zedri, which will be a disadvantage with his flail. But that was some awful rolls.
Nice.
Hey, look who's
And he's
frightened
gonna make a wisdom
now.
save to see if he's afraid of Zedri. All right.
It's like a frightened triangle instead of a love triangle.
Oh, I really wanted him to
He's-
fail.
Okay, second attack. Disadvantage on Zedri. 19 to hit.
That does it.
Right. Comes down the bludgeoning end of this flail, landing it into your shoulder, cracking it a little bit, and an additional, that static in your brain just like gets louder for a little bit as he hits. As he deals some little bit of divine fury psychic damage to you. And that is going to be it for his turn, which will put us back to the top. Salinas. You guys ran out of people to kill up here. It's a good problem to have.
This is going to into run forward. As he does, he's going to hold the jeweled flower on his opponent's on his waist, and throw it out, and as the radiant sphere whoops out, the jeweled flower will glow instead, rising into the familiar figure of Snowdrop, heavily armored figure. The flower is showing up.
You just tell me where to move it from there. So
That's perfect.
okay.
You will.
Does that have its own initiative, or is it on your initiative?
It goes right after me.
Okay.
So
One. Are you done?
bonus
for your
action.
turn?
With my bonus action, then I shall send out a of healing back at Yofordir as I run past.
Okay.
I'll be it for my turn. Then
Right. Then your face spirit.
I will spirit will teleport next to Diren there. And because it is fuming, gets advantage on the first attack it has. So it's going to, with this kind of long leaf-shaped blade, it's going to swing at Deeren.
Nice.
That'll hit, definitely.
In once, then straighten itself back up, turn its uncannily flower head to refocus, and then swing again.
Good. Nice roll.
Oh,
Nice.
one less down.
Will whole body will just rotate to face the other person there. It's its turn.
Right. Down to Alfred. We're eliminating all those people at the top of the order.
Makes room for me. Well, that does change things a little. Alfred getting his senses back to him, will first go ahead and take a shot at Brogan right in front of him, just to give Cedri a little breathing room.
Come at ye.
Nice.
Alright,
Still
you're
saying.
still saying you're incapacitated. That was gone.
Oh yeah,
That hits.
long gone.
We've moved on. That was a whole 6 or 12 seconds ago.
Yeah, one long shot will come out from Alfred's left arm, and then afterwards, he's still shaking off a little bit of the daze, but will reach to his side. He'll put away his hammer and reach to his side, pulling out a familiar scimitar. Running up to Brogan, it'll start to grow in flames, and the flames will slash into Brogan, hopefully. He'll come one across the chest. Nice.
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 Like in the middle of that spot. Yeah, Alfred will take one slash across him, look him dead in the eye, and then he'll just stand there and wait for Brogan's next move.
Reeling a little bit, his shield just hanging a little bit lower, having trouble keeping that up. But he's still in the fight. Anything else from Alfred?
I think that's it, yeah.
Deeren is out. He gets drug off to the side by the clerics, leaving Ursilia on her own over here. Brogan in the front. Helpers are dissipating. Give me an intel save.
Who needs to make a save?
Salinas.
Ooh,
Intel.
kind of save.
Intel.
Good. I'm so good at those.
Not awful, but
Not what you
that is a
need.
fail. So,
We're not saving anything today.
as you have a very similar experience to Alfred did earlier, as you feel just this spike of mind-splitting headache, just move through the center part of your cranium, just the most mind-splitting headache you have ever experienced. You take 7d6 psychic damage. Oh, there's a lot of ones in there. A lot of ones.
Oh, I should have advantage on this save. Can I roll again?
Yes, you should. That's
And
no.
it's worse. Never mind.
Okay, so 19 psychic damage plus you are now incapacitated.
We'll make a con save.
Damn,
yeah.
look at that con save.
I am clear.
That is con saved.
My concentrations check. Sorry, my concentration check. No drop still there.
I can step over here, but stay in combat range with Snowdrop. So that's it for Erstilia's turn. Yoferdir. Big boy Yoferdir up at the top of the map.
Oh.
2
right.
turns away from the wheel, so get your votes in.
Don't think I would have my reach anymore. Stop rid of that. And then I'll throw.
You even rage when you unrage.
So I'll go 40 feet to there.
Okay. You should go past a
Then-
kind of mumbling, gibbering Salinas who's a mess at the moment.
Let's see. Then I'll action dash to right there.
Cool.
And I'll use my bonus action to rage jam. And that is my turn.
All right, Kiesel. Next turn is the wheel. Next turn.
Kiesel will continue taking sharp inhales. I want to look at Brogden, and I just want to go, you don't scare me. And I want to use my last bit of fighting spirit to help the disadvantage that I'm going to get. It also says I can't willingly move towards the target, but it doesn't say I have to flee, so I'm going to stand my ground.
It's not the fear spell, it's just the frightened condition. So,
The frightened condition.
yeah. So disadvantage on attacks against that target and can't move closer. But that's not a problem at the moment.
Because my action surge was so low, so now we're going to just try straight rolls.
Okay, so you have to click the disadvantage so that it negates your because you give the advantage for the fighting spirit. So to get you back to even. Do you follow that?
My dice were in the way of the disadvantage button.
And
Oh,
don't
my
forget you
dice
have
were in the
the
way of the
minus the
disadvantage
D6.
button. I can't use it.
And don't forget you still have your minus D6. But that's a mess either way, so.
Is it the same d6 value, or do I have to roll a new d6 every single time?
I think it's fine to stick with the same one because I don't see anything in it that says you roll each time. It says you roll a d6 and subtract that value from all of these different things. It's a middling number. Damn!
Wow.
Snap.
Guys, that's gonna be my turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just swing and I miss. Kiesel's kind of looking, kind of not looking. He said he wasn't afraid, but just you know, might be reconsidering that statement based off of those swings.
Alright, looks like the vote is for the beast this time, so we're going to keep the nice even rotation going. Who hasn't rolled yet amongst the players?
I'll roll.
Thank you to all our new subscribers as well. Followers,
Yeah,
subscribers.
definitely.
Yeah. Welcome.
And for engaging in the chat. Like having
Well
some
done.
votes on the Wheel of Death. So,
We're gonna die.
A D6,
so
a D8.
D6 on the beast. And if you roll the same one, we're gonna roll something else because we don't want to fight the same thing again. Okay, we got something new. We get something completely new.
Ooh.
Give me a D8 for what door we're flying out of. If you guys are lucky enough to send it towards somebody else again.
No.
Well, looks like Salinas is going to be the first one in the range
Hey
of this
yo.
one.
Yeah, Salinas, who is a little bit fucked up right now.
All right. So I would say since you're the incapacitated, which just means no actions, no reactions. So I would say that you would observe this screech coming from behind you, or hear this screech and turn just enough to see this pterodactyl-looking beast come flying out from the portcullis at the far north side of the map, and just come flying up in the air, and you quickly lose sight of it as it hits up into the air. As give me a perception check against its stealth.
Yes, once again, perception. The highest bonus.
You lose it. It's
I'm a wee bit
somewhere.
distracted.
It went somewhere. And that'll be it for the Wheel of Death. Moving on to Cedric.
Yeah. Zidri's still thinking about the idea that he needs to deal. He was told to deal with the things in front of him, and he's having a really hard time managing a lot of thoughts. So he kind of puts out a hand with that's cloaked in red flames, and as they move in towards Brogan, they actually become like a sickly purple, and he is going to go ahead and cast Blight. So he needs to go ahead and make a con save. And I can go ahead and roll that on him. Oh, good jeez. No path.
Wow.
But
Man, they are
making their
all about the
saves.
success on
still
saves.
gonna be.
They haven't gotten any other luck, but
Yo.
he is in really, really bad shape. As he doesn't have much for armor. He just watches his skin just like starts to boil and molt and decay away from his arms, and like you can see a little bit of his elbow poking out on one side that there's no flesh left on it, and he's just kind of like freaking out a little bit, but not to the point of causing any damage. Diesel, why did your name get so long?
And speaking of dealing with the things in front of him, he is going to go ahead and have his Firebird come over, and it's going to kind of like perch itself like above Zedri, and it's just going to like straight spit fire at him.
All right, flame seated up here. It was almost
Nice.
a one.
And
What would it drop? Its speed?
I don't like Brogan's chances over here.
but that is everything that Zedri can go ahead and do in his turn.
All right.
Just real quick, I don't think I rolled my int saving throw at the end of my turn because I was
Yeah,
so
you go ahead and
embarrassed.
roll. Go ahead.
Thank you for reminding me to make mine. Oh, that was almost a 20.
Kiesel,
Oh my god, why
All
All right. That'll bring up Brogan, who is hurting. He's going to put first attack on Alfred. Swinging with the flail and missing with the flail.
Not
Second
a
attack
chance.
on Zedri. 16 to hit.
That does it.
Bong.
Well, bludgeoning is just, again, impacts just hammering on that same shoulder. And you also
This might.
take a little bit of a headache.
I'm not down. I'm not down.
That is all Brogan can do other than run away, and he's not that dude. So, put us back to Salinas. Don't know where that bird lizard thing went, but it's around somewhere.
Does Salinas clock Zedri in such a position?
Give me a perception check with disadvantage based off of the amount of stuff you're trying to see through.
Fair enough.
Damn.
Double 18s.
Wow.
You hear Cedric cry.
With a 19, I'd say, yeah, you can catch a glimpse of Zedri just like kind of slumping a little bit over there as he's in rough shape.
You hear that?
Very rough shape.
As his shoulders shifted.
So then Salinas will, in that case, his bonus action, kind of a sputtering bit of light from the crystal and gesture it out into Adri's direction. This is pulling light.
Much appreciated.
Low D6 rolls.
That's pretty solid. For his point, he's happy to add a little bit to it. Very, very happy.
And then we'll move over next to the chest.
Okay.
And hopefully I'll be able to open that.
Alright. Face spirit. Do you have to give it direct action?
Nope. Well, actually, let me double check. But I'm pretty sure he just asks on something. It obeys your verbal commands. No action required by you. So it'll just keep attacking the people I told it to attack.
It says if you don't issue any, it takes the dodge action and uses its move to avoid danger.
Well, I would say, this would say, attack her. He can still speak with his turn.
I guess, yeah, it does not say you have to use your bonus action like he has to use with his wildfire spirit. So apparently it's a free action to give verbal commands to it. So, all right,
Free.
that's what it says.
spell.
That's what it says.
In the spell, it specifically says no actions required by you.
Yeah. Yep. I was reading it. Yep. You're good.
Okay. So,
So,
the
Face
Face
Spirit?
Spirit will teleport behind, hopefully to maybe give Yoferdir some flanking, and then issue its 2 attacks. Swinging with the shaped short sword. And second attack.
Why your face spirit shoots blasters.
Shoots blasters.
I guess that's the sound effect that's playing. All right. Slicing and dicing with the short sword over there from the face spirit. Ursilia is starting to take a little bit of damage. Anything else from the face spirit?
Nope. That's its turn.
Okay. Alfredo.
Alfredo will pasta all over this guy. We'll switch it up, reverse the order at least. First, the blade will come back down. He's already got it ready at the top of his swing.
Okay.
the same green flame will come out of it. Make a shot at this guy, or a slice. And he's gonna... Oh, go ahead.
No, I just said that misses.
Okay. He's gonna be a little pissed at that. Still has a little bit of a headache. He's going to try and force the ballista straight into this guy's stomach and take a shot.
All right.
Ooh,
Wow.
brutal.
Oh, it should not be at disadvantage.
Yeah, it should be disadvantage, but
It doesn't matter.
It misses either way. So
Okay. Yeah, no, this guy, or this is the cat folks. Yeah, they're dancing and dodging out of the way. I think I barely catch a hair or two on their tail before it shoots off.
he basically blocks the gauntlet out of the way so that you miss your shot, and even with the sword exposed, able to parry it away with his flail. Okay.
Yeah, that would be
So-
Alfred.
Next turn is the beast.
I'm in danger.
Comes swooping down out of the sky right on top of you, Salinas. It rips into you with its claws. First attack with advantage from being stealth. 24 to hit.
Misses.
We all wish, but 9 damage, slashing damage just rips into you, and then second attack without advantage.
That's my con save.
Oh, so we drop our face spirit. Second attack misses.
Dang.
Let's see, where's your face spirit? All right, and it's gonna continue its movement, flying up. That'll be it for it, which brings up Ursilia, which means your incapacitated is gone. Does she want to 1v1 Yofordir? Nobody wants to 1v1 Yofordir.
Try.
As tempting as it is.
Oh. I haven't been rolling constitution checks for getting absolutely blasted with Yofordir.
Ooh.
Oh, for maintaining the enlarge.
At
Yeah.
least it ain't haste.
I'll just roll
It's
like...
true.
I've been hit like 5 times.
For the
Yeah.
most part, I've just
Let's
been
see.
running around.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Let's run the gauntlet.
See how they go. Nice first one.
One.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right, we're good.
Nice.
Nice.
16.
One
Yeah,
of
like
those
if
might
I-
have been pretty darn close because there was some pretty heavy damage.
You just wanted to show off.
Yeah.
You just wanted
Yeah,
to.
wow.
Solid
You
roll.
did. You maintained concentration.
I think the most damage I took was the lance, which was like, or the fireball, which is 16 or something. From
Yeah, 'cause you reduced all
I
of those
reduced-
down pretty heavy, so
it was like 31 or something.
we'll see you
Yeah,
succeed.
you
Those
never
were some
took
solid
anything.
rolls.
Those are some
You
solid
never took
rolls.
anything higher than 33 damage, so
Heard.
fine.
Okay, she's running.
I just
away
wanted
from
to make
you
it
over here.
kosher.
Nobody wants that.
I remember that now.
All right. Fritter, give me an intel save.
My whole.
Finally, get an opportunity to get you on an intel save.
Ooh.
That was not a good one.
No.
No, it's not that last fight anymore.
All right, as you feel the same splitting headache, that two of your friends have already been through.
Some full damage.
Did it not go?
Oh, you're
missed it.
right. Oh my gosh.
That's the only thing I'm not resistant to.
Oh, she got better rolls
Jeez.
this time too.
How many of these does she have?
That was the last. That was her
That's third,
fourth
yeah.
level.
Goodness. She must
is
be a
strong.
high level. She's been through 2 battles already.
Yofridir, just this splitting headache just kind of like drops you into a little bit of a slump. You're still giant, but you're kind of, it's almost like need a breather, trying to fight through the pain. Nice thing is, you keep your rage.
True.
Yeah.
And she's going to follow up with a cantrip because she quicken spelled the psychic lance. And firebolt on Kiesel. 23 to hit. 3 to hit.
Ugh.
Good damage. Decent damage roll. Not great.
Oh.
Absorb some of it with your lovely fighting spirit, but take 6 fire damage. And that's her bonus action. Action move. She's done.
Alright. Well, I have no action or reaction, but I can still chase after her.
You can. The big, lumbering, giant barbarian over here.
Yeah. I'm actually
Those in
gonna
the
run.
audience, we're coming up on another Wheel of Death, too, so...
Yeah,
get
I'm
your
gonna run on
moves in.
to in front of her to the direction she
Ooh.
was running. I'm gonna pass her. Be like, no, no, no.
Slide a leg in front. Nope, you're not going here.
And not in my head, I didn't running away like that.
Magic or trap on the Wheel of Death this time. Any bonus action you over there?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it would be reckless or rage, and neither of those are useful right now.
You want to just burn it, just for... If you want to give advantage on attacks against you, that'd be cool. All right, Kiesel, you're up. Your best friend Brogan's over there. Love those cat folk that yell at you.
Are all my attacks disadvantage, or is it only towards Brogan?
Who are you attacking?
Say that again?
Somebody.
Attacks against Brogan are the only ones that are at disadvantage. That go through? What are you thinking?
He's thinking.
He's got that splitting headache over there. It's hard.
Oh.
It used to be
All right, I
wisdom
want to use.
saves.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my attacks on Brogan at disadvantage.
Surely we've got to knock this guy down.
Definitely not going to get there.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time. I'm still gonna stand here. But after that swing miss, Kiesel's just gonna recoil, just go fuck. And I want to use my second attack. Can I grab a javelin and chuck it across the map?
Yeah.
Is three.
Yofridir? No, you don't want to
Close.
shoot at Yofridir?
I mean, if he insists on getting in the way, I doubt it'll hurt him.
And I mean,
Explain defense over there. Launching
I
at
didn't-
Erstilia. Yeah, just reroll without the disadvantage. Oh, it's long range. You got the disadvantage either way.
Is that too far away?
I thought it was within 120 feet regular. Oh, I think it's like 30 feet regular, actually.
Yeah.
I think the 120 feet is long.
Max.
Dude, Kiesel is just freaking out right now.
it
I
is
didn't use
one
my-
scary bloody cat folk.
Dude, these fucking cat people. I'm gonna use my bonus action and just kind of, like I said, Kiesel's losing it. Absolutely not having.
Oh, Broken's ripped.
Oh. Broken is ripped.
Means business.
Give me a strength save.
Broken's about to be out of business.
Nice.
Yeah. Problem. Holding on to that weapon. Staying in the
And
battle, even if that guy's freaking you out.
Yeah, Kiesel's literally just swinging his fucking glaive, throws a javelin, and just kind of was like, please die. Rounding out the turn, though, I'm gonna smash the int.
Yeah, you got this.
I really don't got that.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a home.
Rolling kill saves. Oh, okay. All right. Brings us to the wheel.
Heal.
What we end up with votes
Oh.
over here.
Fortune. You get any votes?
What are y'all doing?
Don't think we've gotten any this
I don't
round.
think I actually typed it in. For the wheel of death, we are doing magic or trap this time.
I feel like we should just keep the rotation going and do another trap.
They're all about as deadly as each other. Magic might actually look a little prettier.
Just giving me very Yu-Gi-Oh vibes.
Activated my trap card.
Silver can always give us a pot of greed.
All right, we'll do trap. Who hasn't rolled? Anybody that hasn't rolled yet?
I haven't.
All right. Roll me a d8. Roll me a different d8 because that's the flames again.
We had a different D8.
Oh,
And
Well, it is fitting that you roll one that's going to hit you.
oh. Right side, that probably will also take. I'll take broken
Okay.
out.
Son of a bitch.
Gas emits out of the corners of the center die, and everybody that's within that area, which looks like Salinas, Zedri, Kiesel.
Is
Salinas,
Salinas in
Zedri,
it? Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right on the edge of it.
Oh, wait.
It is not magical, so we need con saves from those three.
good.
+7 and I roll a 6.
Oh.
Alfred will reach into his bag and grab out a small mask and toss it to Kiesel. And wait, do I have to roll for? No, it's just a +4.
Your flash of genius.
Yeah, my
Just
flash of
add- yeah,
genius.
you add your intel modifier to their roll. Okay, so you're giving him a +4,
Yeah.
moving him to a 17. All right, so Zedri and Kiesel succeed, so you'll take half damage. Salinas takes full damage.
Ooh.
Some poison
This might
dice
be out of
coming.
this.
Oh, just staying in. 25 poison damage.
No.
All right, and then the first half.
Ow.
Come on.
All
There
took
we go.
a low
Kiesel
amount.
takes 7. And Zedri's
No.
Halved to.
half to 8.
Still up.
That is it for the Wheel of Death this time. Ooh, that's a stinky one out there. Not looking good for a few of these folks, but I think they got this well in hand. Zedric.
Yeah. Zedri at this. Yeah, Zedri at this point is coughing his lungs up. But he is going to go ahead and shift his hand, and there will be a very similar dark fire, but it isn't going to like smoke out towards Brogan. Instead, it just kind of like pulses outwards, and I'm gonna have him make a Constitution saving throw.
This
Oh my god, they failed to save.
And guess what?
finally.
It's upcasted to level 3, so that means they're gonna go ahead and take an extra d6.
Oh, nice.
Third bloom.
The most important thing is the fact that I get to go ahead and
The
heal.
heal
Um,
Not the wither, it's the blue.
and I also get an extra d8 because of my fire spirit. Because this is technically a healing roll. Well, that didn't work. I'm just going to do that.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
No. So Zidri heals up, and he's just coughing. But he will have his fire spirit still kind of like above him. Go ahead and you know what? Actually, Zedri's gonna go ahead and turn over towards Alfred and say, "Hey, Alfred, are you doing all right now?"
I'm still standing.
We
What
could
you need?
totally get out of here if you're fine with that.
All right, I trust you.
Okay, so he is also going to turn to Kiesel and say, "Are you good with doing what we did earlier?"
Running?
Not exactly. I'm hoping to get this guy, and he'll just point at Brogan.
Yeah, just we need to do what we need to do.
All right.
Oh, I can't really breathe.
So with that, he's going to have his wildfire spirit move forward, and he is going to go ahead and have folks get to teleport with him. I want to make sure that I can take all of these folks with me. Actions. Boop. Because
Can you take
wildfire
two?
spirit's weird. That's what I'm checking. Each willing creature of your choice.
Nice.
So yeah, we'll all go ahead and shift back 15 feet, which I don't think should put us in a place where we'd hit. Kiso should be right next to the barrier. Oh, I stuck on it. Thank you. But the biggest thing is that I need him to go ahead and make a little
Save, is it?
save, or deck save
What?
actually.
Okay, so he has advantage.
Oh, he has
He has
advantage.
advantage because he's barbarian.
Curses. We'll see if he passes with this one. Dang.
Yep.
Okay. Then he doesn't take the damage, but we're all away, and he can prompt no attacks of opportunity.
He's so close.
So close.
Was he not
He is.
dead?
Yeah. That'll be Zedri's turn, safely seeing everybody out of this cloud as it like finally dissipates.
And the cloud can go away here. Brogan, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when they come for you? I'll run over to you,
Ooh.
dear. Taking advantage of having the flanking over there.
Any of your rage still up?
18 to hit. Flail. And the extra psychic damage on top of that. Starting to whittle the barbarian down.
Psychic is what hurts.
Yeah.
There's a suspicious amount of psychic damage in this party.
It's almost like they meant to do that.
25 to hit, regular attack. To 5. after resistances. And that'll put us to top of the round, Salinas. No longer incapacitated.
Salinas
In a pretty rough shape.
looks at the chest, then at Brogan, and at the chest. Misses, and he's going to cast. He's going to shoot an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
First one at Brogan.
Oh, yeah.
Damage. Ooh.
It's a nerdy.
Nice.
As Brogan goes down.
Yes.
He's focused on Yofridir as you just come in and
Long
spin him to the
range
ground.
shot.
Snipe him from the far side of the map.
Okay.
That's the beauty of
Second
Eldritch
one will
Blast.
go against Ortelia. Oof.
That'll miss.
Salinas will move around to the other side of the chest. Bonus action. Spend the rest of his rolling dice on himself.
Alright. Breathe a sigh of some health,
Yeah,
knowing that that flying thing is still out there.
yeah. It'll be my turn.
I contemplated the idea of what happens if the house wins.
Oh. Is the house a combatant now?
Well, you have the beast out there.
on the board, so. Alfred, you're up.
Oh lord. Okay. That changes things. Alfred will first run. He'll say a quick goodbye to Zedri, thank him for his time, thank him for his safe travels, and then immediately run all the way back towards the. He'll come actually down to the space below. From there, he'll take a shot at Ursula. Oh god. Okay. He'll miss that, and then. How far? That's far. I'm just seeing. It is okay. Never mind. It's within. From out of his pack, once again he'll take something out. It's a long cylinder with a cone on the tip of it, and a even longer sort of metal rod that comes out and extends into or out from it. He'll place it into the ground, and with a quick ignition, he'll light it. Out from the ground, it'll burst in a streak of loud noise all the way over to where the NASA stool is, and it'll ring a sharp sound in its ear, and he'll cast Shatter right on top of it.
Ooh.
60
Nice.
feet. It does succeed, but it's half damage, so 3d8.
So if you just roll the damage, like the full damage in the dice box, and then
We'll
I
run
can
it
right
on.
click on it to half it.
It added 2d8? I know I get a d8 from my arcane firearm.
You get 2d8 off your arcane firearm, it looks like.
Oh yes! I am
leveled up.
I leveled up! We are stronger, we are better, we are faster.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Alright,
so
it ends up with 10.
21 reduced to 10.
Yeah, so it reels because it kind of just like shifts off balance, just getting out of the way of taking the brunt of it.
Yeah, no, out from that saying that it was at least a partial success and got to where it was landing, Alfred will smirk and that'll be the end of his turn.
All right, which will bring up the Nekastol.
Like a stole.
So after
Just swing back
Salinas.
around on Salinas.
Oh.
It didn't like that shatter crap coming from over there. I didn't want to go anywhere near that shit.
I thought I could take some attention away from Salinas.
No!
Oh no!
Bye,
Crit
folks.
with the talons.
Snap.
As Salinas is dropped, as this thing like starts to drag your body towards the gate before the clerics get out there and they wave it off so they can drag you to safety.
Well, you know what?
Oh,
That's our first person down, and they only have one person left, so I think we're doing all right.
Yeah.
Everything's taking flight.
Complete its movement. And over the top. And Dursilia's up. Oh, Brogan, you need to go away. You're meddling up the battlefield. Leave your blood stain behind and move on to the afterlife of safety in the bar next door.
The life after
Yeah, something
the
like that.
battle.
Alright. Unless she's got any melee spells.
She knows just try to punch me.
I'd love to see
Take
it.
0 damage.
Gives you a wink. Eyes go to the starfield for a moment. You go for deer and poof, she bamps
Yeah.
over to Alfred.
Not far enough.
No. Probably the worst place she could have gone.
I have the range to hit her.
All right. And Alfred.
Does she have a present for me?
She has a spear for you.
That's 22. That does hit.
Seven plus an unfortunate fire damage against the fire heart. You'll take a whopping 1
Oof.
as just the blade as it's removing just kind of radiates heat inside your body. Kind of tickles with that contrast to that, kind of wind energy going on with your nice amulet stuck in your chest. So, all right. Yep. That's her. That's her turn. Go for deer.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Well,
Wheel of Death in 2 turns, folks.
I'm gonna move 10 feet up. Target hurt, and I'm gonna swing.
She's gonna throw shield.
Okay.
You still hit with that first one at 21. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure that just gets her to the
Yeah,
21.
shield adds 5.
5.
Yeah.
You also
Yeah,
have
that puts her at
blinking,
21.
right? Because you're split with Alfred?
Oh yeah, I don't know why
It
it
didn't
didn't do
auto
that
do it.
automatically. Yeah.
But yeah, you hit with it. So 15. All right.
And then I'm gonna swing
I don't know if there's a
again.
way for me to drag shield onto her
Nice.
or not, so
Cool.
that'll definitely get there.
Nice.
And
Oh, we still had
Yeah.
you as incapacitated. You shouldn't be incapacitated anymore.
That might be why.
I didn't think there was anybody to incapacitate.
All right, yeah, that's Yofrider's turn.
All right.
Would
Kiesel shouldn't be frightened anymore.
Yeah, would I still be frightened?
No,
It's
because
gone.
you're only frightened of him. And it wouldn't have any effect either way, because there isn't the guy.
Oh boy.
Next turn's Wheel of Death. Get your votes in, folks.
I'll turn to Zedri. Do you think that they can handle this, or should we eliminate the threat and then move on to that? And I'll point to the big lizard thing on the pedestal.
I'd say that we should probably focus on the people, right?
Yeah, I agree. And then that gets me 30. Which I will use my 2 attacks because I'm within 10 feet of a Skrilla.
Sorry. Trying to find the modifier so I can throw shield up.
Nice.
But helps if I click on the right buttons, right?
There's so many. They're all so shiny.
Really? It does not have one for shield? That can't be right.
Weird.
I get Thought Shield is the only one that pulls up. Okay. That should work. Alright, so first attack missed, second attack. It's almost there.
Bonus action.
With the dole end.
Ooh.
I'm not hitting anything right now. That'll be it for my turn. I'll kind of look over to Zedri and kind of see if we can stick together. I think from this line of sight, though, I was able to see Salinas get drug off. Not like that.
Yeah. Man, some meta there.
It was.
Yeah, I would say you probably would have caught a glance as this creature was flying towards you, looking at the shrieking and whatnot. You would have noticed Salinas had been drug off the map.
Okay, that's my turn.
Silly little wheel.
All right. That brings us to the wheel. I don't see any votes, so we're going to go with, what are we in, regular rotation? So we're on magic, I believe?
Magic. There was a vote. There was one vote for magic.
Was there? Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's rolled now? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
We're on the 6th roll, I believe. So let's just go top of the screen here. Alfred, give me a D8.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
You guys get the nice advantage of I don't know what these look like because I made them hours ago and sometimes further ago.
Thank
but
goodness.
Oh.
Thank goodness.
Zedri's outside, but it looks like everybody else is in
Zedri's
except for Zedri and the
only-
Beast.
Ursilia is
and-
still getting hit too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll solo her. It's okay.
It's just this massive, freezing cold wind comes out from the portcullis at the bottom door where Kiesel and Zedri had entered the map. And give me con saves.
Can't believe we're getting hit with the K-Kona cold, bro.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
what a con save. Ooh, nice.
Feels like home. That's good. That's good.
+7, +7, +7.
Nice.
Y'all! Oh my gosh.
Yo.
Everyone made their save.
Con saves are the
25.
saves.
Who am I missing? Oh, Yorfrider's up here with the feels like home. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. So yeah, everybody hit it. So half damage, and you don't get the second half of the effect, which would have been fun. So
A little frozen us in place, I'm guessing.
maybe.
Maybe.
All
Just
right,
a bunch of
we'll start with
statues.
Kiesel at the top. 7 cold damage.
Well, this isn't a very big
I
damage
think that
one.
I think that second effect.
No,
is
it's got the
really
secondary effect.
nasty.
Yeah.
5 for Alfred.
Full big on Arcelia.
That's big.
Sure.
6 for her. And last one, Yofridir. Getting 4 that gets halved, and then gets
halved
resisted
again.
down to 1.
One.
It
Feels
did just
appropriate.
feel
You'll
like
love to
home.
see
It's
it.
a little nippy. No big deal. All right.
Did they do something? You feel that?
Did you guys feel that? Somebody opened a window. That's about it.
Yeah, your first was like, refreshing.
All right,
You wish you could
Zedri.
feel that cold breeze, don't you, Jeff?
Right?
Zedri is going to go ahead and kind of like step forward as this like cold wind blows, and he's gonna catch like a little bit of the permafrost on his hand, and as like flame kind of wreaths it, it's gonna drop into the ground, and right in between Kiesel, Alfred, and Ursilia, there's kind of like a ripple as just a large fount of water is going to hit into her, and I'm going to force her like south with tidal wave.
Tidal wave.
So
Nice.
you gave me the tools. You gave me the tools. And
Fails.
that is going to be full damage.
Yep.
And I must say that she is knocked prone.
I think she's knocked prone either way. So she is knocked prone back onto this wooden thing. And Zedri, you just get a momentary, real quick, because you're the only one that's heard from her so far. As that tidal wave comes up. Well, shit.
Oh shit.
She is
Nice.
down and out. Which puts us back at the top of the order.
Is that pterodactyl creature still like visible on the dais in the middle?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Because I do still have my bonus action for my spirit.
Ooh.
Yep, you see it.
Perfect. Then yeah, after that, controlling the water, he's just gonna like back to the wildfire spirit, and it'll go ahead and spit off fire towards that. It's still within 60 feet, I believe. Even at its height. Is it at an elevated height?
It is, but it won't make any difference because angles in D&D.
Okay. Doesn't hit, but
It just kind of like glances off the side of its leathery reptilian skin.
it's fine. Should have blighted that thing. Would have been real dry. But that's the end of Zedri's turn.
Which will put us to Alfred as you watch after getting a little bit nippy over here, tidal wave just comes out of nowhere and washes away your enemy in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, a big sigh of relief that I don't have anyone in front of me, but I still understand that the danger is present.
Do a perception check.
Oh, yes, correct.
It rolled shit on stealth, so you'll probably see it.
I roll shit on seeing things.
That you did. You don't know where this thing is. You know Zedri's shooting at things, but you don't know where this thing is.
So, and there's going to be another beast next time, and so we're just going to keep getting piled on until we lose.
No. You guys take this thing out, we're done.
Is the synaptic static still effective on all of us? Who lost to it?
Yeah, because it's not a concentration ability,
Ooh.
so it stays there until the minute's up. I think
Then,
it was a minute.
admittedly, I think that I would have had a
Oh,
D6
shit,
subtracted
yeah.
from
Guys
the
would have
check.
been having those D6 minuses.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still see what I save if the end of the. Does that save?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're good.
Can I call out to Zedri and see if he can point me in the direction of the pterodactyl?
Yeah, I would say that he could be able to give you the general direction. It'll just be a disadvantage attack.
Okay.
You can make an effort to shoot at something you can't see.
Yeah, Alfred will take that shot first. He sees that Zedri's pointing towards the die, and he'll sort of run towards like the first steps of it, I guess. That I can't be like on the step, I guess. And then he'll take a shot at it, hopefully, and hit something.
Nope.
Yeah, no, just nowhere, no idea. But Alfred will ready another shot of a web if he sees the pterodactyl or the Nakastool. And that'll be the end of his turn. If he can catch outside of it.
What's your range on your web?
It is 60 feet.
All right, so wherever he ends up, he's going to be within range, and you'll be able to use your held.
All right.
Oh no, not that, bud.
Yeah, not that.
It'll make its... Well, it doesn't have advantage against Zedri, so... but it'll be out of stealth once it makes the first attack, so... Uh-oh.
Oh.
13 misses on Zedri, so...
Yes.
Alfred, you can do your held action.
Yeah, he'll shoot it and sort of try and attach the ends of the web, of the net web, onto like the wooden pieces that are like on the opposite side of it. Oh, does that? Nice.
Nice.
Fail.
So that's and with that also your figure will become smaller because I have to drop concentration on enlarge.
Okay. Are you over there?
Mid threats out the way.
Yeah, so now it's difficult terrain for the Nakastool. Could the web like wrap onto the Nakastool since they failed their DC check? Sort of like my idea with it was to sort of like ground them in a sense, you know?
Kind of like a net.
Yeah. Oh, it's restrained.
Nice.
Okay, never mind. So it has a restraint condition, so that is it.
Yeah, because we treat it as being it's starting its turn in that location, even though because of the held action difficulty there.
Okay, so its speed becomes 0. Attacks on it have advantage. It has disadvantage on attack rolls, and it has disadvantage on dex saves.
I'm gonna say that it gets to finish its action,
Okay.
but then it's restrained since it was in the middle of its 2 attacks,
Yeah.
which it misses anyway. So, so do you have a little restrained token from
Let me
spell? Probably.
Yes. Did that do it?
Yes.
Nice. Beautiful. I love when things work.
Always great. Okay, and it can't do anything else on its turn, so Yoferdir.
I've got it down. Go and hit it.
That's what I do best. Yeah, Yofer's gonna charge in and then just bring his ass down on this thing. With a terrible roll. That's better.
There you go.
There we go.
Those rolls you were rolling on Ursilia earlier, so.
Alright, damage. But, yeah, that's his turn.
Alright. Kiesel.
It is Kiesel's turn. I'm not gonna do that. Actually, I want to turn to Alfred. What would it cost to give him the healing potion that I took from the chest?
To just give it to him?
Yeah, just a
Bonus. Yeah, you're just gonna
Bonus
throw it over.
action.
Bonus action, I think it'd be fine.
bonus action, tossing the 40 over.
Alfred, give me a acrobatics check, or
Please.
It's not very far.
Drop and fall.
Yeah.
BC2, please, BC2.
roll above a 5, please.
I'll flash a genius
Playing
this.
catch in the backyard. All right.
Alfred's not very good with his with eye-hand coordination. He's better when things are still.
Don't
But
tell
he-
anybody that. It looked good. You did well.
I'll
One-handed.
toss it over to Alfred, reaching like from my person. You might need this more than the rest of us. Still very handsome though, and I'll run towards the lizard creature, and I do want to take a couple hits on it because, God, please, I should hit something. It's been like 14 rounds.
That.
Wait, Jofrid should have had. Wait, did he have? He
had
didn't
a
have
thing.
advantage on both of them, did he?
He did.
Yeah.
Good.
He just rolled really bad on the first two.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind. I'm blind.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Nice.
Give us some good damage here. DM needs to go.
Nice.
That's some good damage.
God, that's what I'm fucking talking about, dude.
Yes,
That'll
sir.
hit. That'll hit.
Nice.
Beat that pterodactyl when it's down.
Oh.
Oh,
The dice give and take.
it's okay. It's in really bad shape. Somebody finish it off. All right. For the sake of brevity, I am not going to go to the Wheel of Death roll. I'm just going to launch one.
Well, oh,
Well, what's a fun one we haven't done yet? Let's do this one.
Ooh.
Doesn't catch any of you, but spike pits open just around, right behind Cedri, dropping anything that happens to be there, which appears to be the spots where 2 people died earlier.
The two first
Like-
ones.
Yeah, Mila
Sure, in
and
the barbarian.
Ajax.
Hmm.
Yeah, you guys don't leave her behind blood spots. It's kind of disappointing. All right, Zedri, finish this thing off.
Yeah. Zedri will go ahead and rub his hands.
14 hit points. 14.
Say,
Do it.
this should be an easy target, and he'll go ahead and put it out, and he will go ahead and cast Burning Hands, upcast at the 3rd level, and it should have disadvantage on its roll. So hopefully it.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, and it
failed.
missed the
It
20.
Definitely failed.
This better be it. No.
No.
I couldn't do a no.
Are you kidding?
But bonus action, ask my Firebird.
Oh, no. You caught
An extra
a
D8.
fire spell. Your Firebird gives you the extra D8.
Yes,
All
I
you need is
do.
one.
You can't
Cedri in
roll.
the
It
clutch.
is.
You can't roll a negative.
All right, you just incinerate this thing. There is no body to pull off the map anymore. It is just incinerated. The popping and snapping as the web starts to melt away and dissipate. You guys are left with a roaring crowd as you are the victors of the death match.
Cedric's Firebird perches right on top of his head with its wings outstretched.
We have our first champions of the first annual death match on Life Day. Congratulations to Cybil Spear, with the exception of the one who's back getting R&R. But everybody else, congratulations. Battle well fought. Feel sorry for those couple beasts that got vaporized, but on the sense of entertainment, make sure you check in with the cashier to collect your prize, and we hope everybody's had a good time. Enjoy the rest of the Life Day festivities, as we're going to go to break.
Woo! A little
Alrighty.
late break.
We will go with a
Okay.
quick 4-minute break and be back to wrap things up with the second half of the session, or second quarter of the session, whatever you want to call it. At this point,
Second half.
Little wrap
It's
up.
fine.
we'll be back in a little bit. Thanks for tuning in,
Good.
folks.
If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them out off in the chat. We'll be happy to answer them.
That was a rough couple rounds.
Was.
That was just because I needed a potty break. But, sure,
Oh.
yeah, it was a rough couple rounds for everything else, too.
I'm gonna feel good. I took out 3 of them before I went down.
You guys did well. The randomness of things make things a little bit interesting.
Those traps, I love the fact that I missed almost every single one of them.
I was doing good until the gas happened. Then the beast got dropped on my head.
Hey, being 1
I
point
know
away
with the
from
spike.
death. Meh.
I wasn't going to do the spike trap. That's not the one I wanted to run. But I also didn't want to prolong combat at that point. Because there was a teleportation one that you guys drop into teleportation portals and get launched to a random spot. on the map.
Ooh.
And have to keep on making dex saves to grab onto the edge. Otherwise, you go back in and pop up like a groundhog, just bouncing from hole to hole until you finally make success. But we didn't get that one. Like I said beforehand, it's build a bunch of traps and then get to play some of them. You guys did good on rolling. You didn't end up with anything too super horrible. The madness gas would have been fun.
I feel like I didn't hit something for like 6 rounds though. I was like, phew, this is tough.
The synaptic static debuff plus the fear debuff was rough.
It's fine.
Ursilia's a beast.
You're not kidding.
You know what?
Yeah, seriously.
Alfred's in love.
That psychic
Oh.
damage. Oof, that hurts.
Yeah, I thought you might guess that was coming after the telepathy going on with Cedric.
Oh, I expected it. I mean, that's my only weakness. So,
He's invincible.
I threw
otherwise.
2 barbarians at you.
you know.
An arcane archer?
Yeah, two barbs and arcane archer.
Ranger
Oh.
/ rogue.
Oh.
But he
Oh,
had
rogue?
ensnaring arrows magic item. He only had 3 of them. He used 2. But he didn't last
there was
very
a-
long.
Sorcerer? Is Ursilia a sorcerer?
Yeah.
Ursilia is a sorcerer / druid.
Oh.
Ooh. And then the last guy was a wildfire druid?
Yeah.
Didn't have fire resistance. Not that good.
Are you laughing at him
You're
because he
not
wasn't
like
born of fire hurt?
No. I mean, he had fireball. Zedri envies him to the ends of the earth.
Okay. I think
Soon we'll have a
we're
fire.
ready to go back. I don't know if you got us back yet.
You can bring us on back.
AJ.
I
There's
think
a good amount of lag on the stream, so
There's a good amount of delay on the stream at the moment.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
It's like
my family was
20.
quite confused as to how I was stepping out of the room and they could still see me on screen.
I think
All
we're ready
right.
to get back.
Well, thanks to all of you that have been tuning in and watching tonight. Really appreciate it. We're not done yet, but we are done with this combat stuff. So we're going to close that out and shift gears here as you guys make your way to collect your reward. Pick up your things. Pick up your fallen comrade. Pick up a dog. Cybil was somewhere. Mini Cybil was on the screen. And
Mickey.
Honoria's in a very, very high spirits, having won her bet that she was not very comfortable with. Did her best to conceal that. Luckily, none of you guys insight checked that. And yeah, you will now have extra 1,000 gold pieces after your 500 gold entry fee, winning 1,500 back. So 1,000 gold added to the party sheet.
Nice.
Get-
A little bit closer to having, well, a little bit more money. We'll just call it that.
Did we
Wrong
see
with that.
Honoria as she's collecting her winnings as well?
Or she's not collecting her winnings here.
Oh, okay.
Legal gambling?
You're right. My bad.
Are we being fully healed after the combat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, when you go to pick up Salinas, they also get you guys all healed up. You're kind of ushered out of the arena back to the same place where they've been pulling all the downed battlers. So
Did
everybody
Alpha-
is healed up.
Did Alfred use his healing pot that I threw?
No. I didn't have another turn.
Do they try to confiscate it?
It's gone.
What?
Uh-oh.
As you walk out of the arena, it disappears from your pocket.
Ooh, sneaky. Are the other contestants the same healing wing?
Yes. Everybody's in the same spot. Everybody's getting healed up. Pretty dejected look on Brogan, and definitely on Mila is like punching a wall over there that she went down so early.
As before the other people arrive, I would definitely be striking up a little bit of a conversation, a little bit of it was an excellent job, pretty well fought. Just making some kind of nice small talk, complimenting their efforts.
Anybody in particular you're going up to?
I think, I think specifically Brogan, and then when Ursilia comes up, especially Ursilia. And introduce myself. My name is Salinas. Very nice to meet you. Pretty good job out there.
Not good enough, actually, but well fought. Good
fought.
Suppose.
I want to. I wanted to come up and I'll shake Brogan's hand as well. Come up with Salinas or behind him.
Sorry about that. The roar thing can be a little bit rough.
No, I mean, it definitely worked and scared the fuck out of me. You know how to dodge some hits. It was very impressive.
Thanks, you don't do too bad yourself. Everybody has a little bit of a off day sometimes, and especially when strike this fear of cats into you.
Uh-huh.
So, you lot locals?
Locals? No. We are Cybil Spear, just a group of adventurers that have sort of taken residence here in Six Bells. We're actually looking to set up a hopefully more permanent residence and make our name known.
I mean, that kind of does make us local. Not like a long-term local, though. I mean, we will be here more often than not.
But where are y'all from?
Everywhere. Self, kind of bit of a wanderer. Many different places. Don't really have a home per se. We just kind of go wherever work takes us. But heard there was some coin to be won, and suppose you should call her a manager or leader or whatever you want to call her. Said this was a good opportunity, so.
Well, it might still be a good opportunity.
What's your name out there?
Yeah, 500 gold lighter is not all that great.
I've been a lot lighter than 500 gold. I got robbed once on the street, with my friends here, and he'll gesture towards Alfred and Yofridir.
You got robbed? The guy that just rocked the shit out of half of us out there?
I think they took about 200. They took over 200 gold from my pocket.
Well, I mean, if you don't see them coming, it's hard to hit them, I guess. But perhaps something else. Do you all do? You said you have a leader. What are they with you?
Or like a manager or something.
Suppose you could call her a leader. Callista's a friend. doesn't really get her hands dirty on the battlefield, but usually able to get us into good spots to get paid. Maybe a miss today, but usually does well for us.
Right, sorry, she couldn't have known that we were going to be here. But that's all right. Perhaps we
Fair
could
enough,
meet
fair
her.
enough.
You all are some good fought, had some good fight in you, and I would be interested in. I speak for the rest of us as well. I think we could all be interested in perhaps finding some good work together.
I think she said something about some sort of after party, and there's other Life Day celebrations and whatnot. Something with some tavern connected to a casino. I
Yeah,
don't know what
with
this thing is, but
I believe that Honoria could introduce us as well. It sounds like she knows this woman as well.
is that your manager?
Yes, she set us up with this Deva.
Yes.
So how about it? A drink? Forget all this?
How about you buy the first round for kicking our asses?
Fair enough.
That'll be
Fair
on.
enough.
That'll be on me.
Is that actually how it works? And Zedri will kind of like look between.
Well, I mean, it's not that uncommon, especially if you're trying to make friends, right?
Come on, Zedri, don't
What
kick
else
a
would we
mother
spend-
down.
No, it's perfectly.
What else
fine.
will we spend the money on for anyway?
We were looking to venture into real estate, and I just think that maybe it would be best for us to conserve our funds at the moment.
He did ask for one round.
5 drinks are not going to bankrupt us.
Okay, just don't let it turn into 5.
If you're giving me a charisma check.
Charisma? Just base charisma?
Just a base charisma check.
Oh, great. Okay.
Ooh, me?
Wee. No, Zedri.
Ah,
All right, lead the way. I think everybody's up.
Yeah, if you guys got all your stuff, let's get on our way.
This is
We'll lead
the
them.
same
Oh, God.
inn that was that we were staying at, the Fool's Rest.
Yes, it's a tavern down on the main floor of the inn that you had been staying in.
Okay.
Well, the inn that you are technically still staying in. You paid for one night stay at this point.
True.
Which, mind you, wasn't cheap. But
How much did that run us?
25. So it wasn't horrible.
Oof.
25 copper, right?
25 gold. I
Each?
was tempted after that comment to make it platinum, but, you know.
Oh, no! Yeah, I guess we'll head to the Shadow District and take him to the Fool's Rest.
All right, as you exit the arena and start heading back into the city proper, it is... You saw this on your way in, but it is picked up and amped up. All the people coming out of the arena are just kind of like... There's festivities going on everywhere. People drinking in the streets, games, like little foot races and playing dice in the dirt and things like that. Nothing like elaborate. Just everybody having their own little celebrations. As you pass through, you get a few that recognize you from the arena battle that just concluded. Get a couple clap on the back. Hey, something spear. Get spear. That's the spear people. Yeah, let's...
Got back at them. It's Cybil Spear.
Chibble spear. Yeah.
Nice.
close enough.
And kind of just get a little bit of an entourage going with you and the 5 members of the Flames of Versilia. And make your way back to the Fool's Rest and to the tavern on the main floor there, and find yourself at basically a big after party. as the booze is free flowing. You actually go up to buy the drinks, and they don't charge you for it. They set you up with a nice round of big, tall, pint-sized mugs of nice frothy ale, and direct you towards there's various places outside that are serving different foods, pretty much running the entire gamut of all these different cultures that are accumulated within 6 spells. So you catch some little meats on sticks and some interesting soups and thicker, more stewish porridge like stews. Can grab pretty much whatever you want. People are just handing out things and being free giving. You do notice as you're walking in that just outside in the closest little square of streets, there's people pulling logs and firewood and putting together a stack and starting a bonfire out in the street. Some people even dragging like little pieces of broken furniture and whatnot to add to the pile. You see this little 3-year-old cat folk like dragging this stick that's like maybe weighs 5 pounds, but she's dragging it behind her and then just trying to throw it on the pile. Ursilia and most of her group will all thank you for the drinks, not knowing that they were free. Mila sulks in the corner. And somebody wins some gambling.
Hey.
Can I approach the lady in the corner?
Yeah. She just sits back
That
in the
was
corner.
some-
Back in the downs 3/4 of the mug in one swig, and just somewhat brutishly wipes the foam off of her lips. Just kind of gives you just a little bit of a head nod.
That was some impressive fighting.
Maybe for you.
I mean, your friend over there said we all have good days and bad days, but I missed him a couple times, so maybe not so for me.
That big one over there. Just freaking cheating, going giant and all that shit. And freaking not even fair. Whatever. At least you fight fair, I mean, that guy. God. Blood boil. I mean, going out there trying to have just a fair fight. Magical crap.
I mean, to be fair, some of you people did start to get in our heads, literally. I think I lost like a pint of blood just through my nose. So, I mean, consider what's fair and not fair.
Hey, sister does whatever she wants to do. She is a saint, and you aren't going to do anything to change my opinion on that.
Oh no, I mean, I was just comparing, abilities and everything. We can make people tall. I'm surprised he didn't make them fast, to be honest. Then he would have been all over you. Getting in someone's head. It's all fair.
Persuasion.
Nature, take it or leave it.
Oh my gosh.
Enough. Just bitter. I don't like losing.
Sure. How long have you all been adventuring together?
I mean, me and Celia, we've been together. I mean, it's my little sister, so been together for 24 years, I suppose. Starts trying to count on her fingers. Yeah, like 24 years. And, but rest of these, I mean, Deeran's been around since then, kind of raised us a little bit. Brogan came around a little bit later, probably been a couple of years ago. Ajax, he's the newest. He's been with us for about a year. You?
Oh, I mean, I've been doing this for a little bit myself. As a group, maybe 6 months together. Some people have more experience than others adventuring, but I think maybe me and the big guy have been doing it the longest. Killing people, of course. I don't, adventuring. I think I've been doing it solidly for about a year and a half, maybe 2. I don't know. Time seems to kind of get mixed together, especially out on the road.
You can sit if you want.
Sure. Would you fancy another drink?
Drains every last drop of what's left in that mug and just slams it on the table. Yeah, I'll get these.
Sure. Don't worry about it. I'll take the empty mugs and I'll go and refill them. Shitting and chatting.
There's Mila.
Nice.
No bad vibes. We're all gonna have a good time. No bad vibes here.
To you, as these two are having their little chat in the corner.
Are the rest of them sitting in groups? Like, are they all together or are they separated?
Honestly, Mila scared away the people that were sitting in the table in the corner. There is no other open tables here. It's pretty much stand.
I'd like to have a little bit more of a chat with Yesenia.
Ursilia?
Cilia, sorry.
Yeah. Share her picture too. Baby. Apparently I didn't add hers onto here.
Well, that was quite impressive. Like I had said before, I've truly never encountered anyone who has fought like you before. It was disorienting.
She goes a chuckle. And then you hear in your head, goes that way sometimes.
I respond in her head. It really does.
Alfred will walk up and say, "Man, that was something, really." And he'll just like stand there as they're like staring at each other, not saying anything between each other. Well, do you use any sort of device or something for that? That was I feel I still have a headache, honestly. I haven't felt that way since since my sister became an admiral.
No devices or anything like that. Just something I've always been able to do. Not always pleasant, but I find it gives me a little bit of an edge sometimes.
Certainly.
Other times it's quite the curse, but
Oh, I can understand that.
You, on the other hand, looking you, Alfred, it looks like you do a little bit of gadgetry and stuff like that. That's just talk about fighting somebody you've never seen that type of stuff before. I don't even begin to understand exactly what I was seeing. Caught me a little bit off guard.
Right. I guess we both had a new experience today. Yeah, I'm not quite as blessed with such abilities as you are, but those that I am blessed with are my hands, and they've produced many things that I'm quite proud of.
Don't sell yourself short. Quite the amazing gift to be able to make magical gadgets like that. Like I said, something I've never seen before. Don't do a whole lot of that back home.
It's all possible through Infernus only. It's everything that I have is just a work from him.
She raises her drink to him. Praise be to the Fire Lord.
Raise my glass high. Praise be.
Seem to have lost Deeren in the crowd in here.
Don't let us keep you.
Trying to find him, and she's also like trying to find Zedri.
Could I find Deeren?
Sure, give a perception check.
Okay. All right. I
Find the dwarf in the crowd.
Stupid
This is our new
synaptic
Where's
stuff.
Waldo event.
Oh, that was tragic.
That was teasing.
You just kind of looking around. No, you can't find the dwarf, even with the fancy pointy hat.
Okay. Yeah. Then Zedri will go ahead and find his own table, kind of like down on the corner. And Silver, how high is the ceiling of this establishment?
In this place, 12 foot.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, Zedri's gonna go ahead and summon his Firebird, and have it kind of scope out, perch up on one of the rafters if possible, and just kind of like hop around and observe a little bit, see if it can make out the frog. The toad.
Have your wildfire spirit make a perception check.
I don't know what that skill is. Oh, never mind. It does have perception. Perception is a wisdom-based check, correct?
Yep.
Boop. Better than I.
Fair enough. Position than you.
12. Your wildfire spirit catches sight of the target. But you can't see through your wildfire spirit, but does it have an ability to communicate with you, or just you communicate to it?
I communicate to it, but if it's like looking at me, I'd be like, "What is it?"
Yeah, I suppose it could look back at you and look back at you and just like try and point.
It kind of like flies midair and like spreads its wings, and it makes like the shape of an arrow, and it just continually points in like a singular direction. But yeah,
Little frog.
Yep, your wildfire spirit is able to lock in on this toad that's just got like little tiny subtle licks of flame that come off of it at times, and fiery eyes similar to your own.
As Zedri will like following that gaze, kind of like approach, and he's still wearing his hat.
When you find him, he's like his scimitar is put away, and the toad is up on his shoulder while he's like trying to like brush the soot off the top of his hat, trying to fix where there's a nice hole. You walk as you get to him, you can see there's like fingers stuck through the top of the hat.
Hey, I'm so very sorry about what happened during that battle, but I just wanted to say that you did really well for yourself out there.
He doesn't look up at you, just kind of seems to still be focused on the hat and quite disappointed in the damage to his hat. It was Okay, battle. Just getting too old for this shit. Somebody broke my hat.
Well, we can go ahead and get it repaired if you want. I have some friends that can like repair and like mend things.
Oh, that would be all right. It put the hole in it.
Yes, I specifically can't repair fabrics. I don't really work with textiles too much. I'm more of a porter by trade. But I would be willing to refer you to somebody, and I'm sure that they would be willing to help out. I mean, the round of drinks is on us.
I'll have him roll Well, one of you guys haven't seen his Ajax, right?
I think so.
I'll share it just so I can take it off my screen.
Ooh.
You're in. I forgot what I was going to roll. Anyway.
There he is.
That's what I was going to roll.
Fireball.
Yeah. No. He's tapped on that for a bit. And for the first time he actually looks at you, he's just been focused on his hat this whole time. He's like, Okarian?
Yes? Are you from Okaria too?
No. Just, there he goes, he tugs at his ear. Just got a ear for accents.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, where are you from, though? I guess is like the formal question that I should be asking.
Oh, here, there, everywhere. I'm much of a traveler. Don't really say I have roots, I suppose. I was born in Solaria, but that's been a good long while ago. Haven't been back there in a good 75 years. So, I don't know if I'd say that's where I'm from anymore, but yeah. Cool, most recently.
Oh, okay.
I raised these two wee girls.
Are you talking about the ones from your group?
The blondes.
Oh,
Cecilia and Emilia.
that's. Are you all like a family unit? Is that what you kind of like came in as?
I mean, it's beautiful Life Day celebration. I don't want to bring it down with talking about tragedy and dark pasts.
No. I totally understand. I was just wondering if maybe you had some like familial bonds with like the others in the group, and I wasn't trying to get you started down that path. Did you want a drink? And Zedri's gonna try to like look around to see if he already had like any sort of mugs or anything.
Make a perception. He doesn't have one in his hand.
Okay, this is the one today, y'all.
Oh, it's always perception checks.
It's always perception checks.
13. Catch a glimpse of there's one sitting on the table back behind him that might have been his. I never say no to a pint.
Okay, then yeah, I can go ahead and get that for you. It was nice meeting you. Your name was
He gives like just a little half bow. Darren. Oh.
Darren. I'm Zedri. It's nice to meet you formally.
You as well. I suppose better circumstances would have been nice. Versus you lot beating us, but just getting a bit old for this stuff anymore.
No, it's okay. I mean, yeah. 75 years wears on you. And Zedri will awkwardly reach around and like very quickly try to like disengage.
He gives you a nice smile to the 75 years comment.
Just trying. Just trying. Yeah.
After a bit, you guys have been in there for maybe 5-10 minutes, and Honoria comes in and just like pronounces to the entire room, "Drinks are on the house tonight. Celebration of the holiday and my winnings." For dear.
Motherfucker's gonna grab a drink and raise it up. But yeah.
Alfred, what are you up to?
Alfred will actually walk up to Honoria and raise a glass with her. Well, I hope we did you well. I hope you're proud of us.
Terribly proud of you. Those were some long odds. Went quite well. Might have, kind of went a little bit the right way for things. Chips falling the right way. Dice going the right way.
Right. So, tell me, exactly how much did you end up getting off of us?
Oh, I mean, it's a lot at risk. But I'll just
We always pull through.
5-1 odds was pretty hard to pass up. Callista was quite desperate to make that bet and quite confident her folks were going to take the victory, but hey, you showed them. She kind of just gives you a little punch in the shoulder.
Yeah, we did show them. I mean, I'd be interested to see some more of them. They were a good group. Honestly, I understand the odds against us. But
It was a good match. It was a good match. Definitely wouldn't bet against you.
no, hopefully you'll always bet with us, and maybe you feel a little inclined to share some of the wealth. I mean, we've really worked hard for you.
Give me a persuasion there, Alfred.
I will.
You better watch yourself.
Should have brought me along.
Shoulda. But Alfred had an idea in his head.
True.
16.
Oh, not too bad.
This might be the only time
I'll
that
think
you
about
have
it.
such good odds. Now that our name's out there,
let's
you won't
just
have
say
such.
we will. Show of good faith. I will waive your room fees from last night and tonight. I'll let you continue to stay rent-free. And hey, I offered free drinks for everybody, so take me up on that. Enjoy the free food, enjoy the festivities. Be well, my good friend. And she slaps you on the back and immediately walks away.
Infernus bless you, Honoria. Yeah, I'll walk back towards the rest of the
She actually
group.
stops when you say that and turns around, pulling a cigar out of her lapel. She wouldn't mind.
Alfred will resist an eye roll. Why, of course. My wonderful patron. And he'll give a little flick of the wrist and light her cigar.
She slaps you on the back again and then reaches in her pocket and flips you a platinum.
I'll deftly catch it with my wonderful grabbing hands that are warmed up from earlier.
Salinas would like to slip up to his room and grab the packages.
Okay. Do that before or after Honoria showed up?
After Honoria showed up.
Okay.
Um,
So you're off grabbing packages. Cecil, how's your conversation with the Mila going, or have you moved on?
I'd say we're still talking, trying to. At least Kisa would want to try to trade stories to kind of like help like feel out the conversation a little bit more.
While also just trying to have a good time and, getting drinks with either.
So I was there, and it was stuck in the neck of this thing, and I was just yanking, trying to pull it out, but it was stuck like in between two of those neck pieces. I mean, like, if you ever seen somebody's spine when it's removed, it's like it was stuck in there.
Yeah, the vertebrae really do come down. It's almost, out in the field, if you've ever had to experience crab, I know it can be quite a delicacy in some areas, but you have to pull it kind of like crab legs, just enough to get the bones to separate. Bones are very airy. There's a lot of air and stuff in bones. That's why they can be kind of easy to break. I think.
I just ended up like putting more force on it until I like removed its head, and it worked good. I mean, it's just like ripped its head off. But yeah, that's how I killed the Blitzen.
Yeah, I remember throwing a javelin at one of those, but I don't remember them being too keen on picking an actual fight. I was very impressive though. Did you save the head? Do you have it mounted somewhere?
Oh, I carried it around for like 3 weeks, and then
it starts to smell.
The smell, and she didn't like it. I honestly,
Yeah.
I saw my victory.
So, where did you find yourself most recently before coming back to Six Bells?
I mean, this is, I suppose, we were here once, probably about year ago, 2 years ago. She goes and starts counting on her fingers. It was a while, but finished through fighting some pits throughout Bavaria. Do a fair amount of that. Nothing like this crazy. With the freaking fire and ice and all sorts of crazy shit in there. I mean, that's really the unfair. I mean, I know I complained about your friend. You're just bent out of shape, but freaking hip in the tables. I mean, that's just freaking crazy.
I mean, that one beast came out of the first set of doors that you all came after. I mean, I think it may took one of you out. That was unfair. That I could have, not that I would have been able to stop it or anything, but that seemed, I would have been mad if that happened to me personally.
But I don't my fucking sister. That pissed me off. I mean, I was already mad. I mean, that's just kind of part of who I am, how I get into the battle and all. But I mean, I saw that thing show up. I was just thankful they took care of it and got rid of it before it could do anything too terrible. So did you see that thing like spit acid?
Yeah, I was getting gassed out, and I had this thing get in my head. It was really a different experience. But you said that you were in Bavaria recently.
Yeah,
Relatively recently.
A couple weeks ago, I suppose, that we left.
I used to go down to Bavaria every so often and, just do some sightseeing. It was one of my more favorite places to go drinking around with everything being so loose. But how's I had this maybe a situation going on in Bavaria.
You're not fucking Tellurian, are you?
What would that have to do with the... I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not really from Six Bells, but...
All right. I don't have anything against you. Just, some of my kinfolk back home probably wouldn't take too kindly to sharing drinks with Tellurians.
I mean, I don't know if I'd really consider myself Tellurian at this point. It's just been so long, and I've been in exile, so, what do I care?
It's like pat you on the shoulder. It's a little bit rougher than you would like. As she's starting to like move towards the egg, loosening up a little bit, and she kind of just lets loose. It's all right. It's all right. I mean, like I said, this is my kinfolk. I mean, I don't really flipping care where you're from. Yeah, but more drinks, I think, and somebody said something about a fire outside. I thought I saw them piling shit up. You need another?
Can I get an insight? Can I get an insight check? 'Cause she just dodged the shit out of my question.
Yeah.
That was Class A redirection.
Yeah.
$17. You don't get the impression that she was dodging. You really don't get that she's that kind of clever necessarily. More so a one-track mind. She latched onto you saying going down to Avaria and quit listening to the rest of the comment and the question.
I didn't mean like south. I meant like, when you go down to the place, and I could have said go up to. Oh, jeez.
There's not a lot of nice directions to go to Avaria than from Telluria. So
It's a phrase. It's an expression. Sure. Yeah. No, I definitely saw some firewoods. Getting a lot of dead wood. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Before we do you know anything about the dead foxes from Bavaria?
killed some foxes back home in Rakul. I don't think I killed any in Avaria. Is it like a crime or something?
Not foxes. It's a group of individuals. Oh, like a mercenary band.
Yeah, I mean, I might have. Shit happens. You end up in some scrapes from time to time. People try and, rob us, stuff like that. But don't recall anybody called Dead Fox. What the freaking dumbass name is that? What's be a dead fox?
No, what's so threatening? It's like we killed the foxes, or like dead, like fox killers, but no, dead foxes. You're already dead. What are you advertising?
Doesn't sound like a very good group. I can't imagine they put up much of a fight. They do something to you? I mean, something. I'd be happy to throw in with you to go kill some. Well, can you kill dead foxes if they're already dead? Whatever.
I mean, yeah, it's just a group that I might have had not exactly a positive run into during my time in Avaria. But I was just more curious if you knew anything. I wasn't,
How's that name? Drinks? Do you want more drinks?
Indeed. I mean, they're on the house. I can continue getting us more.